Hello, and good morning to everybody here. Glad to see y'all here again this wonderful Friday morning, TGIF. Oh, so happy it's finally Friday. All right, my glasses are all fogged up. I can't see nothing. Hello, how y'all doing? This is a wonderful day. And let's see who's all in the house. All right. We got Cliff Hickson was first today. What's up, Cliff? Welcome. Good to see you. We got Nancy Marcho, Machine Heard. What's up, Cliff Hickson? Little Chihuahua Big World. What's up? I Kiss. Good morning. Good to see you. Let's see. Nancy, Machine Head, Little Chihuahua, Machine Head. Who else is in here today? Let's see. Chelsea Murray. What's up? Jimbo, Kyle's Order of the Squirrels, Chelsea May. Kyle's Order of the Squirrels, Nancy, Jimbo, Salacious in the house. What's up? Let's see. Got your email. I responded to it. So that's all good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Machine Head, Salacious Jimbo, Chelsea May, Luna Knights. What's up? Good to see you. Let's see. Who else we got? Zerzu Zyquan. What's up, Zerzu? Jamie Pimento. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. Pack. What's up? How's things down under? Let's see. News Now Enemy. What's up? Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Get it going. Let's make this morning stream the biggest stream in the world. That'd be great. Care Bear, what's up? Let's see. Machine Head, Salacious, News Now Enemy, The Forgiven Jerry, what's up? Forgiven Jerry also is going to be my guest host today, so we'll bring him up in a few minutes. That'll be great. Let's see who else. We got Billy Yank in the house. What's up, Billy? Good to see you. Roseanne Masson. What's up? How's it going? Care Bear, Forgiven Jerry, Chelsea May, Luna, News Now Enemy, hashtag Ratchet Shot with Hezokuai. That's right. Let's see. Care Bear, Scott Ammo, what's up? Good to see ya. Care Bear, Jimbo, Billy Yank, Edward Kettler, what's up? Paracord Princess, great to see ya. What's up? Let's see, Jimbo, Machine Head, Edward, Christopher O'Connor, what's up? Chelsea Salacious. All right, I think that's pretty much everybody I see right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. And boy, oh 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 boy. I'm gonna cover it, but did anybody see Masshole last night? I'm going to play part of it. Oh, man. Talk about a dumpster fire. Oh, man. So for anyone who has no idea what's going on over there. So a while back, Leland Squirrels, what's up? Yeah. So a while back, Frauditor Troll was trolling Long Island Audit. And he said that he had heard that he had been convicted in the past. And it turned out it was true that he was convicted of something that he denies the conviction ever happened. However, Troll heard that he had got convicted of statutory, because of YouTube's term and service, let's say grapes. And so obviously, that's a pretty serious accusation. And then it turned out it wasn't true. So then it became this huge issue yesterday. Masshole was talking about it, saying like, how could Frauditor Troll do this? And then Troll actually showed up. So Kate put him up on the stream, and so I got that clip I'm going to show. But oh man, when people say that that's all drama over there, it's pretty dramatic. There's no question about that. But before we get into it, let's say hello to our guest host today, ladies and gentlemen, the Forgiven Jerry. What's up, homie?
Hey,
Buenos días, amigo.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo está?
Bien, bien. Am I coming in loud and clear?
¿Qué?
Am I coming in loud? I got to get a little louder?
Yeah, I just turned my headphones up. There you go.
Okay, how about now?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, sí. Muy bien.
Sí, más. Bueno, good.
Yes. I used to, it was funny when I was in Chicago. I actually worked as a shopping mall Santa. Vinoy, what's up? Even though you got rid of the oi. Message of peace, what's up? It's funny because, growing up in Chicago, just being there, you pick up a little bit of Spanish. You have no choice. You're not going to survive on the streets if you don't know some. But the most that I learned was when I was working as a shopping mall Santa, because I had to be able to communicate with the children that didn't speak English, when they would come up with their parents and they sit on my lap and I'd be like, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" And they look at me like, "What?" So
Well.
yeah, and the thing that made me think to bring it up was because when you said "mira" was because that was always the thing. Because the whole point with a shopping mall Santa is when you're the Santa, your primary focus is two things. Well, three really. One, making the child happy, right? So you have to interact with the child and ask him what he wants for Christmas and all that. But the main thing is the family wants the picture of the kid with Santa, right?
Yeah,
So
the picture.
the main thing is to get the kid to actually look at the camera and smile and take a picture with Santa Claus. But again, you want to keep the kid happy and have him have his visit with Santa at the same time. So the parents would always be telling the kid to look at the camera. So I'm sitting here trying to talk to the kid, and the parents are pointing at the camera. I'm like, well, I'll get there. That's my job. I'll get them to look at the camera. That's what I'm here to do.
Yeah,
But
no, yeah, that's true, man. When I did it this last Christmas, that was something that happened a lot, where like the parents would be like, oh, over here, 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 over here. Like, I'm all like, dude, it's like
yeah,
they're their own little paparazzi. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be like,
yeah, but
please,
it
please,
is
give me a
true.
smile, give me a smile.
I'll tell you what. Before I did it, before I did the job as a shopping mall Santa, I thought my biggest problem was going to be trying to deal with these crazy kids. It was never the kids; it was always the crazy parents that drove me nuts. Because, like I said, our job is to make sure that we make the kid comfortable, we make them happy, and then we get them to look at the camera. But the parents are so worried about getting the kid to look at the camera. It's like, dude, let me do my job. This is what they're paying me for, to get the kid to smile and pose and make
Yeah,
them happy.
yeah, and the kid only wants to tell you what he wants. That's all.
Right.
He's like, look, this is my chance with the supervisor. It's his Karen moment. So
Right, right. The best thing about being a shopping mall Santa, though, seriously, was it didn't happen all the time, but every once in a while you'd get a kid who really believed that you were Santa, and it was like they were meeting a celebrity, and they were like in awe, like, "Wow, it's Santa!" And like you could tell when they really believed, and it was so cool because I don't know, it's hard to explain that feeling, like when someone gives you that look, and it's like, "Wow, I'm meeting the coolest person." And I don't know, it made me feel good to make the kids that happy.
oh yeah, it's always cool. It's always cool when like you see that look in the kid's eyes. That's like that it's that
It's awe.
that oh yeah that you don't. I mean, you never get that again. That's why they
No.
say that like once your innocence is gone, it's gone, because it's like
Yeah.
that mystical, that belief in magic is like it's real. It's really really real. So yeah, I absolutely get it, dude. And it was really dude, I only did it 2 days for 2 hours each. And so in total, I did it for 4 hours, and it was so much fun. I can't wait
Yeah.
to do it next year. I mean, it was cool. I mean, it wasn't just about like it's everything. It's like the spirit of it, the people, like the people that are there. I mean, the parents are so grateful that you're willing to get into a costume for their kids and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're real nice to you and stuff. And just seeing that happiness, that joy, that like that's just innocent. Like it's sweet, man. It's something that you can't copy. You can't duplicate.
Right. So I want to say hello. It looks like we got Roshin in the house. What's up? And Vestige of Peace. What's up? All right. No Folk Southern Pokey District. What's up? All right. So anyway, let's I'm glad that we're here talking about Santa Claus because this is some hardcore crap we're about to get into. So I even got a couple comedy videos on the side for a palate cleanser, but let's get back and take a look at what happened last night because this was, oh
Here
man,
we
I
go. We're gonna
honestly,
take a dive in the mud.
I'm telling you, like on one hand, I was thinking about like, man, maybe I shouldn't even mention it at all, but then it was like, this is kind of like important for our community to understand what's going on with this stuff.
Well, I mean,
So
You're the first one. You're the first one to bring it out. Hez, you're the you're the caboose of this news breaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
So
train.
yeah, I mean
Well,
we don't have to get
that
deep into it, but it's good that everybody knows what's going on.
well, yeah, and I mean, this is the thing about the morning show is like, it's interesting actually. Sometimes it's extremely fascinating for me because basically my thing is to try and go over whatever happened last night, and wrap it up the next morning, and this is probably the biggest thing that happened yesterday. So, the every once in a great while I get a grain of something crazy, like I was on live when Chili got arrested on his live, and I covered that as it happened. I was on live when DMA and the 15 idiots got arrested, and I covered that. And I'm actually going to show his update on that in a little while too. But I always try to, like I said, I don't. This is a commentary channel, right? I don't, but I try to go out of my way to handle it more like a legitimate journalist than these guys who call themselves journalists do with what they do.
But it doesn't take much to be more of a journalist than them. It's like that's
Right?
like that's the easy part. No, I think one of the times that like that made me more inclined to come to you in the mornings was that whole situation with DMA and the librarian, the libraries.
Yeah.
When that stuff was going on and you were covering it, I think that's when I became rash. You know what I mean? More like
Yeah.
looking forward to your rash streams because that I thought the situation was interesting, and I thought that it was cool that you could did you get break to him right away. But it's unfortunate that DMA had to be bothering some librarians for you to get that attention. But
Unfortunately, yeah. No, I know what you're saying. But anyway, here let's kind of recap some of what happened last night with this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Sorry. Sometimes I go hit the button.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going.
All right. So yeah, I learned about this months ago, but um, there was no mugshot to attach to that name. So I did my research. I thought that it was real. I thought that 99.9% it was real. And as I was doing the live stream,
Wait,
hold
we
on.
just said mugshot. So what do you mean by mugshot?
No, the thing is, if it's not real, I don't want to go more into details.
Yeah, but no, she's asking about the mugshot. The mugshot was about the robbery.
Yeah,
Right.
but the
It
whole
has
thing
nothing-
is
I
that
was wondering-
hold
I
on,
don't
hold
think
on.
he
The whole
even
thing
disputed.
is that Sean has been denying, and once again, like I don't want to do if it's not
What's up,
real, I don't
Texas
wanna
Tim?
talk
What's
more
up,
about it
KTZ?
and cause damage or whatever.
But if he's
But
denying
Sean, hold on,
armed
hold on,
robbery,
hold on,
why would you
hold on,
call
hold
him
on.
a pedophile for denying his
And
armed
I'm gonna
robbery?
explain to you that.
No,
Hold on, because
because-
Sean has been saying all this time that he's Sean Paul Reyes. He is not Sean Reyes. Now, the person that had the child with that girl is Sean Reyes. But now today we just got proof with the mugshot that he is indeed Sean Reyes. Anyways, long story short, I'm not gonna stay here 10 minutes and be called a retard. I thought it was factual. And then halfway through the stream,
But what
someone-
evidence did you have that he fathered? You just said
Well,
he
I mean, you
fathered
guys
that
didn't-
girl.
Well,
no.
Darlene, go check the website.
I don't know why you're yelling at
Go
me.
check
I'm
the
asking a
YouTube
question.
channel's love and see other people that created this content.
Yeah, I
And you can
saw it.
ask them as
Anyone,
well.
I could create
Okay,
content
darling,
and say
Shiv?
the sky
No,
is green,
it's not.
but
It's
doesn't
not
mean
like
the
I
sky's
pulled it out of
green.
my ass. So I watched this video. I knew about these pictures and Facebook posts for months now, and I didn't say anything because, in my opinion, there wasn't enough proof that he was Sean Reyes. He says he's Sean Paul Reyes, and he's not Sean Reyes. But that all changed yesterday. Regardless, I saw that. Let me just get to the point of the story. Halfway through the stream, somebody sent me an info saying, you know what, you might be wrong. So I'm like, okay, just in the odd chance that I'm wrong, let me delete this crap. Let me be done with this. And, in the odd chance that I'm wrong, to make sure that there's no actual damages. There's like
Well, it's not
800
an
people
odd
that
chance.
saw it.
You ended
Hold
up
on,
being
hold
wrong.
on. There's like 800 people that saw it. You're publicizing this
Exactly.
so
You're
much more
dragging
than
it
I
out
ever
so
did.
much more.
Because
you're
you-
doing a great
Because you
job
already made
advertising
posts
this
and
at the
videos,
same
and it's
time.
already out there. And even though
Yeah,
it's
love, it was out
proven-
there for 20
yeah,
minutes,
it was
there
and
for
it was
20 minutes.
deleted. Now there's a whole circus
Now
going
you're
on
making
about
a
it.
whole
It doesn't
show.
matter. You
a
don't have
whole,
to
you know,
perpetuate it.
Okay, look,
you know,
look. I already
Not
said.
like
whole
someone is
spectrum.
Who started the circus?
No,
No, love, no, we no. First of all,
was-
like it was said, apparently Mark Stout started it. Apparently, then we got information as well. We put information that we got. We also showed links to who put up this information, so
Like, I
people
didn't
could
come up with
also
this shit.
exactly. We didn't make this up. People could also go and do their own due diligence
What
and
was
see
the
that
evidence that
and
you
see
guys
that
did
it was
due
incredible.
diligence? What was the evidence that he's
Why
about
didn't
Watch
you do
the
due
video.
diligence?
Watch
the
the
video.
video.
All right, real quick. I see some people in the chat that want to know what the hell's happening. What are we watching? All right, so a couple things. Basically, what it is that Sean Paul Reyes, Long Island Audit, does have a criminal record. He always denied that he had any sort of a criminal record at all. Frauditor Troll found proof that he does. However, he got in trouble for two things. Or Frauditor Troll thought he got in trouble for two things. It turns out he does legitimately have a criminal record, but it's for one thing. The second thing was a statutory sexual misconduct type deal that as soon as Troll found out, and it was during a live stream, that wasn't the case, Troll rescinded his and said, whoa, okay, wait a minute, maybe it wasn't him. Because there's a Sean Paul Reyes, but there's also a Sean Reyes in the same jurisdiction that got in trouble for a sexual related crime, and Troll thought it was the same guy. So it's not that there wasn't a criminal conviction against Long Island Audit, but it was for something different. And so now Masshole came on yesterday saying, how dare he accuse this guy of being a pedophile, because you do that and that'll destroy someone's entire life. You can't do that. So now Troll came up on her panel to try and explain what happened and why he thought that at the time. And as soon as he realized he was wrong, he removed the post. And he was saying at that point about 800 people saw the post, and then he got rid of it. And now these guys are drawing more attention to it, is Troll's argument. He's like, I tried to get rid of it and, make it like I never said that because I'm sorry, I was wrong. So Troll is admitting he was wrong, but at the same time, because some people were asking, so wait, the mugshot's fake? No, the mugshot's real, but it's for a different crime than what they thought.
That's
But
it.
watch the video.
Why didn't you do the due diligence to see it? Because it took
I
We
us-
did, absolutely.
Look, I'm
we
just
did
saying-
due
When you
diligence,
saw
and
that the
to
child
us,
has a
it
different
seems
last name,
real.
right?
At the same time, Kate, you haven't debunked anything. I don't see any evidence that
Do you want me to put
it's
this
not.
child's
Go
picture up?
ahead. Go
No.
ahead. Prove.
I'm not
Who's
putting
that?
Don't forget.
Prove your claims.
Nicole,
Who's
she-
that angry woman in the background?
I'll
Yeah,
send it to
exactly.
you.
It's
Yeah,
Nicole.
that's
It's
my
me.
wife, and
exactly.
yes, she's
Oh,
very
okay.
If
angry.
someone calls
So
her
she's probably the
husband
one
a
that posted this
retard
pedo thing.
for
That's what I'm guessing.
absolutely no
What,
reason,
who is?
I don't
then
know what this guy said.
then I don't know what he said.
How much you wanna
If someone
bet she
calls my
posted it?
husband A retard
I'll
for
send
no
the
reason.
picture to Swift.
then I
I'm
take
not-
offense
I'm
to
not
that.
posting this child's picture on the
No,
internet.
no,
It's
that's fine.
inappropriate.
I'm just saying.
It's
Okay,
inappropriate.
I'm
I-
just.
I
I'm
decided
just.
to take
Okay,
offense to
let
that.
me just answer
What? You
Kate.
thought we were gonna?
If I could find it, then you could find it. Because it didn't take me long to find it. That's the definition of due diligence. If you can give me a reasonable explanation as to why this child has a different last name.
Look, I'm just saying.
Adoption.
I'm just
That's
saying.
that's a reason.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But
I did
what-
my
but
research.
where
Look,
did
hold
you
on,
get
hold on.
Because he
from?
didn't want
I'm
to
not
give her
I'm
the
not-
last name.
Love,
That's
are you
that's
part
that.
of
Come
his
on,
family?
Kate.
How much information do you know
It's
about Reyes?
creepy.
Is there something we don't know?
It's
Are you
creepy. You're the one
related
calling him
or
a
some
pedo
type
and
of
asking for
into
pictures.
Reyes
Okay, hold
because
on.
you love protecting him.
Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold on.
For what
protecting him.
reason do you?
Saying that he's not a pedophile is
What
not protecting
reason
him.
do you
It's
go
just-
above and beyond to protect
Defending the
Reyes?
truth is not defending
Deflect-
the truth.
Deflecting.
Okay, let me just say something, okay? And like seriously, I'm an entertainer. I'm not a journalist, so I just tell people, everything I show you, I thought it was real. Okay, I'm not claiming to be, a First Amendment journalist or all this nonsense.
No, all right. So actually, Unclean Hands, I actually am going to show some highlights from DMA's live stream this is just, because Troll is a big supporter of this channel, and I've actually, I wouldn't say that Kate's a supporter of my channel, but she definitely has never had anything bad to say about me on hers. I just thought this is breaking news in the community, and it's something that I should talk about at least a little bit. But I'm not trying to take sides either way, and it is just drama and too much. But at the same time, like I said, I thought it's something that's a large enough thing in the community that it should be covered at least to some extent. But yeah, I don't want to get too deep into this because Troll knows he was wrong. He admitted he was wrong, and that's the end of it, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing. That's the thing is that I don't the thing that's to me is not making any sense right now is he said he was wrong, and he said he said it. He stated it multiple times. His channel is entertainment. He's not a journalist, and so he's retracting the statement. What's the big issue? Well, what is this? Why is she trying to now? Why is she trying to put all this attention on Frauditor Troll? I mean,
well,
I get it. I get it. Like he made an accusation. Okay, fine, but most of his audience, and I hope that most of his audience is like us. We all are critical thinkers. We're not gonna completely take everything and run with it. We're not the frauditors audience. The frauditors audience will do that. They do that kind of stuff. We don't do that kind of stuff. We listen to it, yeah, whatever. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. We're not gonna. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go after him and stuff. We don't do that kind of stuff. So I don't
right.
understand what all this extra nonsense is about.
Well,
It's a simple thing. Did Frauditor Troll get it wrong? He said yes. He took it back. I don't see why. What's all this other hang up stuff about? I don't get it.
right. Well, I think there's a couple things going on there. First of all, if history has proven anything, it's that once the accusation, even if it's not true that someone's a pedophile, gets out in the general public, you could have someone completely destroy their life. So that is a thing. So I could see from that
Well,
angle. But
I
on
could
the
see.
other hand, like you said, it's the stream in which he said that was the stream where he said it was the same stream. It wasn't like he put it out there and then months later someone realized it wasn't true. It was like he was streaming, he said something during the stream, he found out it was wrong and said, "Oh, wait, you know what? I shouldn't have said that." And he immediately like turned the stream off and set it to private or whatever, or deleted it, and it was gone. So he found out at that moment. It wasn't like it sat there for a while. But I think there's a couple different things that happens. Is one is that everyone who follows on our end, at least Long Island Audit, knows that he lies all the time. So it's hard to take his word for it. So I could see that from Troll's point of view. And the other thing is that, like for me, what I try to do, and I think Unclean would agree with me on this one, is that unless you're talking about somebody, because he just mentioned Earl David Warden, unless you're talking about somebody on that level, right? We're not here. We're here to attack the frauditing itself, not the frauditor. Like every once in a while, you get someone like Broken System, Broken Trust, who will take it to the next level by showing up at KFAR's house. So then they're opening themselves to that sort of criticism at that point. But in general, I'm attacking the fraud itself, not the frauditor. I mean, yes, what he's doing, but unless they really are a complete scumbag, you know what I mean? I'm not going after their family. I'm not going after their personal lives. I'm going after what they do when they audit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's simple. It's simple internet stuff. Like maybe
Yep,
somebody got it
internet
wrong, maybe
drama.
somebody didn't get it wrong. I mean, yeah, it's like the thing is that the thing that's really weird to me is Kate's vitriol towards LIA right now. Like this just it's like what's up? Like all of a sudden you're championing You're the champion for Long Island audits. I
Yeah.
mean, there is a whole situation with Dr. Dave and
Oh yeah,
Frauditor
that
and a whole
yeah.
bunch of misinformation that went back and forth because of that. She never got involved in that, but all of a
Well,
sudden,
here's the thing, Kate's
LIA is a little poster child for who she wants to, eh, who she wants to put up on a pedestal. This is weird. Uh,
Grandma Wolf,
it,
what's up?
I honestly think that Kate is trying to she's trying to make her channel ugly. She's trying to make her situation look bad. I think she wants less eyes on her. Honestly, I think the pressure of being somebody who had a lot of the community um support and respect became too much for her. I don't think she wanted to be that kind of a beacon. And I honestly think that these are moves that she's doing in order for her to get back to where she was at. And I think she wants to get back to what she used to be. And it's a simple troll of anybody. She doesn't want to be labeled to in the community. So I think this is why she's doing this, because this none of this makes sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. I think Kate is a lot smarter person. I think she knows what she's doing when she brings up these drama situations. This is so dumb. This is something that I don't think like 2 3 months ago we would have heard about, unless she's going through something where that's what I feel. That's my opinion. I don't think this is genuine. I don't think any of this is genuine. I think this is I honestly feel like this is her trying to just get the spotlight off of her.
I I guess. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I don't necessarily disagree. However, I've been following Kate for a long time. And even back in the old days, she would have Josh Abrams on. She would have all these different people. She's always been kind of her thing to me has always kind of been like she'll she calls out anybody on either side of the fence if she sees them doing something she believes is wrong, right? It doesn't matter if they're a frauditor or an anti-frauditor or sovereign citizen or anti or whatever it is. If she sees something she doesn't like on either side, she's going to call it out. But I do think that her channel is more of a drama channel and always has been, so I don't really necessarily see anything new there. But I do see what you're saying ever since that situation with her, Josh Abrams, and Chile, when that all started. That's, I think, the moment where her channel started to take a turn. Whether for the better or the worse is up for you to decide. But I think that was the moment that really started to change.
I honestly think that it just became a thing where everybody in the community was pushing her, because she was going through it with Chile,
Yeah.
and she was somebody that everybody wanted to root for. And so I think that's what it was, because a lot of her stuff is always slinging mud, is always being in the mud with, and that's why she's proud to call herself a troll. That's why she always called her stuff trolling, because she is in that way of thinking that, like Merb, she's edgy. She wants to be, you know she wants to be politically incorrect. She wants to do things that are wild, but at the same time she also does not want to have the responsibility of being somebody who has to carry the burden of being somebody that people look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right.
I honestly feel that that's what became too much for her. That she got tired of being people's, hey, this is a strong woman. She doesn't want to be seen that way. So I think that in a way, all of these moves have been to drop her, to get everybody to drop her a level, so she can be back to what she was, and that was a person who just like made fun of everybody. She liked to make fun of people. Look at all the stuff she did with Cyrax. You know what I mean? That
Oh yeah.
that stuff. I mean, most of that stuff is uncalled for. That kid has mental problems. Most of that stuff is just like, I don't know. I think a lot of people gave her a pass, but if you look at it, if you really look at it, that's just somebody making fun of somebody else. And that's what it is. And I don't know. If she wants to show who she truly is, she should just be who she is. And
Yeah,
I
I got
think
a couple
but
things
that's
in the chat I want to address real quick. So David, I don't know if you're trolling, but if you're serious, we're talking about Kate from the Masshole Report. Kate Peter is the Masshole Report. As far as what was the other question? Where was it? And who's the guest? This is the Forgiven Jerry. He's our homie. He's here almost every day in the chat, and sometimes I have him up as a guest because he's a good guest host. I like having him around. He's a good guy. Anyway, Unclean Hands has a good point. We've spent too much time on this. I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention that it exists, that this is what's going on in the community right now.
And I really don't care. This is a trajectory I've been seeing Kate go towards. That's why I've stayed away from her channel. But I'd rather have not spent any time on it, because I think that it's ridiculous that she would even, say anything. It's the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many wild accusations are out there? The troll has said a bunch of wild stuff too. Like come on. Like,
you know what's crazy about Troll the Troll? His recent videos now he's going after frauditors.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. After that whole Long Island audit thing happened, he did a whole video where he does what we do, but against Long Island audit. It was great.
Oh my gosh, these guys, man,
they're nuts. So anyway, since we got Unclean Hands in the house, I was going to show his new video today, so we'll do that now. It'll be more fun just calling idiots stupid because they are. Where is it? Let's see. Which video was it? I wanted to show his Frauditor. No, that's Familia. 2 frauditors, 2 incidents. Here we go. This is going to be fun. It's always fun to watch Unclean because he's more laid back, like I try to be. Just like, hey, look, here's some stupid people being dumb. The old school, Schrodinger's cat philosophy, just point and laugh at stupid.
Thanks for coming back and checking out the videos. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you like. Hit the bell there and you get notified of all upcoming videos, which I do a video just about every day. So I usually feature them at 8:30 in the morning. Anyway, I've got 2 short videos combined together today. The first one is from Press with Rancor. He calls it Karen Alert. He went to some little town, started a bunch of trouble, and a pedestrian kind of puts him in his place. It's kind of fun. And the second one is Gem City News. He filmed this whole encounter with the police where apparently he got arrested for obstruction, but he cut all the sound out of the video. So you couldn't hear what he was saying. You couldn't hear what the cop was saying. I may have to narrate that for you. I may just have to narrate that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's get started. Let's start with the Karen Alert.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like you said, your friend walked in with a camera for no reason, just to show transparency and authenticity. What? For what? He came to our town for no reason.
Yeah, he started this one in a weird place and he ended it in a weird place. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here, but this guy is kind of schooling.
Oh, we're not allowed to come here?
No, you're allowed to. I'd never said that, but
you're saying that we came to your town for no reason.
Yeah, to bring a camera into a courthouse and then cause a scuffle, which is exactly
No.
Oh, yes. It's what all you lowlifes do. You go pick on these little towns, you go to the courthouses to see if they believe in transparency and your First Amendment rights to make a video and put it on YouTube and get people to go, yay, you did a great job.
And then you guys walk around here and you want to investigate what the issue is. There was no issue. That's what I don't understand. You guys came to cause something and now you guys want to make a deal out of it.
Okay. Well, if there was no issue before we showed up, then why the heavy-handed practices? Why won't they let me visit him?
What do you mean? This is all some little game that you guys are playing.
Oh, it's not.
And he ended the video right there for some ungodly reason. I don't know why, what he's trying to prove. He went to a courthouse, tried to get his own way. They wouldn't talk to him. They told him to get out. And now he's all butthurt, causing a scene, disrupting the operations of a normally quiet, mellow place. Anyway, let's move on to Gem City. See what kind of fantastic video he's got for us today.
Oh, I think I see some lights and sirens up here. I'm attracted to lights and sirens. I'm gonna go investigate what's going on up here. Here we are. Let me get out of the car, get my camera, get everything ready, because this is gonna be really, really violent, I can tell. They're violating somebody's rights. They're putting them in torture cuffs and probably gonna kidnap them. Hey, copper, get that headlight out of my eyes. Turn that car out toward the road. What's going on over here? Have they violated your rights, sir? Be careful, they're about to arrest you and say bad things about your parents. Okay, sir, would you mind stepping back there? We're trying to have an investigation here. We're talking to these. I don't have to do anything. It's perfectly within my rights to be right where I am whenever I want to be. So now I'm going to follow you back to your car because I think you're being a little bit violent towards me. Sir, could you step back away from the scene? We're trying to do an investigation here on this particular person. No, I don't have to step back because I'm really smart and I know the law. I've been reading law books for all weekend and I know what's going on. Yes, I'm trying to dim the light above my brow and, sir, just get the hell out of here. What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm going to have to insert another little clip in here to live up to the fair use policy so I don't play the whole video without having some fair use content. So here we go.
Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
What's wrong? Did your wife kick you out? Did your girlfriend kick you out? Your sister? Whoever? What in the hell is going on? Yeah, well, hey, how do you like me shining my light in your face here, Copper? Copper? Yeah, you better watch your step around me, because I'm a pretty tough guy.
I love his narration there. That's brilliant. Real quick, Unclean, if you're still in here, because I noticed earlier in the chat somebody was asking about my cards. I tracked yours and it said they were delivered. Did you get your cards? Because that's important. I want to make sure people are getting their stuff. But Grandma Wolf, do we need a reason to time out David, or can we just do it because it's David? Yes and no. I mean, the dude literally is a channel member, so he does support the channel. And you got him. Okay, Unclean Hands got his cards. So it is confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, that they are on their way. Again, it is a long turnover time from the printer, but they are coming. So those of you who ordered some, they are coming. And there's the proof right there. Unclean got his.
Hey, Unclean, you wanna come up and show them off real quick, huh? Huh? Unclean, huh? You wanna come up here? Show your new cards, huh? Come on.
Anyway, listen. Wait, guys. Wait. Guys, I do want to make a statement about David, though. So for everyone in the chat, listen. He posted something in the chat a few days ago that I thought it was a joke, but he's emailed me. I talk to David outside of this sometimes, and he legit, like, he wasn't joking. I thought he was, but he legitimately pledged $25 a month that he's going to donate to my channel, minus $1 for every time he gets timed out. He's down to $22 right now. So, down to 20 now. So he's serious about that. So keep that in mind before you decide if you want to time him out or not. Because he does love the channel. He is a big supporter, but what? Jerry's like, I'll give you the money. I'll give you $2 for every time I get to time him out. Oh man. Anyway, let's get back to the new Unclean Hands video. Salacious just donated the difference. so here's $5 David is taken away from you this month. Thank you very much, Salacious. I appreciate that.
That's don't try to threaten us with a good time, David.
Right? It's like you're just gonna give me more money because everyone's gonna be like, well, heck, I'll give you $2 every time we time them out. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man. Grandma Wolf is like, well, heck, if that's the only reason, I'll give you $25 a month. Oh, man. That's great. Anyway, that's the plan. So back to the new Unclean Hands video. I love you guys.
Yeah, I got a camera. Yeah. Yeah, look at him, Fred. He's not a very smart guy. Let's just kind of give him a chance to go away, but I don't think he's going to. Yeah, step over there, away from the window of the car, please. These people don't want to be filmed. I'm trying to do an investigation, and you're taking my time away from these important investigative matters. Investigative matters. Over
Good
there.
morning, compares.
No, I'm not moving. I can stand right here. I don't stand under your authority, sir. Those people in that car have a chance to have freedom, and they're probably just traveling, and they're probably not driving. So if he issues a driver's license, they don't need to have a driver's license because they're only traveling in their personal conveyance. Sir, I am going to punch you right in your nose if you don't get out of here. Oh my God, did you just say that to me? I don't believe you said that. I got that on film. I cut all the audio out of my video so I can pretend that you said that if I want to. Son, step back. I'm gonna bitch slap you right into next week if you don't get out of here. My goodness, I gotta take a little break. My voice is getting a little sore. Okay, I had a little drink of water. Now I'm ready to have an argument with you. Don't talk to me when I'm talking. Don't point at me like that. It's very impolite to point. Didn't your parents ever teach you that? You're fixing to get an ass whooping, boy, if you don't step away from the scene. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. You step back. Oh, yeah, go walk right out in the middle of the road, you moron. That's really good. Hey, stupid, get over there out of the road. What the hell is wrong with you? Did your mother drop you on your head when you was a child? What is going on? You can't talk about me like that. That's a violation of my 1st, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 18th, and 22nd Amendment. Don't you know the law? Don't they teach you the law when you go to law school, Mr. Pointing Your Finger Man? I don't think that you have any idea what's going on right now. Now, I'm going to take a little pause here. I'm going to take a breath, and I'm going to let you talk for a minute.
I don't know why they're talking like chipmunks. It's just something they like to do. The cop's talking in a chipmunk voice, too, because I was too lazy to edit all the different people talking out, which there is nobody talking in the video. I just kind of made it up as I go. But anyway, let's finish it off. We got another minute or so to go.
You don't say.
Nothing to say? Nothing to say now, big boy?
What's up, Debos Nation?
You're violating my 4th Amendment right by shining those headlights into my eyes, and I'm going to file a complaint on you at the police complaint department. It's your Secret Service office. I'm warning you right now, I have over 300 lawsuits that I've filed so far this week. I mean, I'm not kidding. I will break your town. I will break this town. I will run you out of money. I'm a little shaky right now. I'm a little nervous because you said you was going to punch me into next week sometime. So I'm a little bit scared. So I'm going to stay right here. Oh, let me turn around for a second. Oh, yeah, my truck's parked halfway out in the road. That's okay because...
And for anyone who doesn't realize it, this is the exact same video I showed yesterday, except mine was the police body cam version with the audio. But his narration is so much better than the real audio, and he's nailing it. That's exactly what they're saying. He's just, oh, this is so funny. Thank you, Uncleans. This is great.
You know, I don't have to abide by your laws. I'm Jim. You know, who am I? I'm pressed with rancor. That's who I am. Because I'm really, really smart. Okay, but if you don't get out of here, I'm going to put you in cuffs and I'm going to take you down to the station. Oh, I don't think you're going to do that. Because the lawsuit will be so big, your whole town will go to hell. That's what'll happen. It'll burn in hell. Yeah, so you wait right here while I go get some handcuffs. You want the pink fuzzy ones or would you like the baby blue ones? Okay, sir. I warned you. Here we go. Bye-bye. Time for you to go to jail. Bye-bye.
In his words, yay, I got arrested. I accomplished my goal. I got arrested again. I just love it when they arrest me. God knows why these people do this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. It was just something stupid I did at the last minute. Love you all. Bye.
It was great.
I think Unclean has been wanting to do this for a while. I think he's been wanting to vent on how stupid these frauders are for a minute now. I think he's wanted to be that silly for a while. It's
Yeah.
just he needed that. That was perfect. That was perfect.
And the fact that he says it was unscripted, that's brilliant. Because when I do my videos, like my regular videos, I always write a script. I watch the video, I write a script, what I want to do, and then I go back and I read it and do my whole shtick. But the fact that he's saying that was unscripted is brilliant. That's beautiful. I love that.
He just knows his
Wait a minute. Stop everything. Graham Garfield's in the house. What's up, Great Fiend? That's the Graham and Bob show. If you don't know, he's a great friend of the show. In fact, what we're setting up, we're working on me doing a guest spot on his show. It's going to be great. Anyway, I just thought it was funny because he said in the chat, "Stop everything. I'm here." So I stopped everything. He's here. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine with Hezokuai crew. All right, go ahead, Jerry.
Oh, can I speak now? No, I'm just
No. You have no First Amendment in my stream.
I'm on a public sidewalk. No, let's go. Good morning, Graham. Glad you're here. Like with everybody
always.
else. Terry Barnes and Salacious and Potluck and Jimbo and
Oh yeah, Potluck. Hey, you know what, Potluck?
Chelsea May and Debo's Nation.
I wanted to say something about Potluck too, because again, I mentioned it yesterday, but I'll say it again today because Potluck was one of the names specifically that came up in this question. Was on my my series that I have going now called Hezokuai Rants. At the end, I have a list of my channel members. And you're not on it. And there's a couple people that aren't on it that are like, "Hey, how come I'm not on the list?" I edited the first like 8 episodes already, like a while ago, and I'm just first posting them now. So the members list at the end is an old list. So moving forward, when the new episodes after episode 8 come out, it's going to have an updated list. So I apologize to anyone who's not mentioned on the list at the end, but there will be an updated list. Like I said, I try to do like a whole week's worth at a time of those. I just started doing these. We're only up to what today's going to be episode 4 or 5. So it's still something new for the channel. I'm still working on it, but as I'm going forward, I'll try to keep it up to date. Anyway, Sam I Am is getting snowed in right now. Good luck. Take care of yourself. Get that snowblower going. And if not, get that shovel out.
Get that hot chocolate going. Get in some blankets. Shoot. What are you talking about? Get back in those sheets.
So next I wanted to show DMA went live yesterday. Now, again, just in case anybody doesn't know, I'm sure everybody here knows all about this at this point, but just in case you don't know, a few weeks ago, DMA and a group of 14 other frauditors, so 15 total, heard that this one particular building had a sign saying no filming in this one particular spot. So 15 idiots all stormed the building and went to that one spot where the sign says you can't film and started filming there. And eventually, of course, they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't stop filming. And it ended up to them getting trespassed. Like 4 or 5 or 6 of them, I don't remember the exact number of them, got arrested. It was this big hubbubaloo. So now yesterday, he went live with Sweet Tea to give an update on the situation and explain his side of the story. And how everything the cops did was, and one of the things that he says a bunch of times, he even said it at the time. And I remember when I was covering it live, he was like, "I can't believe they have the entire police force here just for a couple guys with cameras." And then I paused the video and counted. There were 8 cops to stop 15 people. So the cops were way outnumbered. So, like, if he's going to complain about too many cops showing up, that's just stupid. But anyway, you'll see.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I never understand that gripe. Anyways, it's like it doesn't matter how many people responded to it; they're there. You know, like You don't. It's what I always. It always gets me because I always say, you guys say you know the law, say you know this, say you know that, but you can't say you know the law and all this constitutional stuff and then know exactly what a cop's job is. So you're gonna count how many cops are there. You don't know if some of them decided to go there just to see what's going on or what's happening. You have no idea why there's so many cops right there, and you can't speculate towards it. So stop it with your counting and your, oh, they're only here for me and stuff like that, with your, you know, world revolves around you universe that you got.
Well,
It's got
my
a big enough
favorite
head
is
for that gravity.
I've
Huh?
seen it more than once where they'll go to a police station and complain about how many cops showed up. It's like, you're at the freaking police station. There's nothing but cops there. Like, what did you think was going to happen? But anyway, that's not what happened here, but that's the type of thing these idiots do. So anyway, let's listen to his version of what happened, which, I mean, we all saw the video. We all know what it was. They stormed the joint and specifically went out of their way to film where they knew they weren't supposed to film. So let's see what his excuse is. As the drill instructor from from Full Metal Jacket would say, "What's your excuse?" Oh man.
Basically, what they said.
No, stop.
The police officers,
I'm
at
going to
least,
BRB.
they said that we were being intimidating. They said that we were being threatening. Okay. They said that someone said that we were preventing people from doing business, right? That we were blocking the doors and the windows. I mean, you guys saw the live stream. You guys saw the edited version. I mean, were we
We
blocking
got 15 people, not 15 ghosts.
doors? Were we blocking people from doing business, right? And here's the thing: is that the employees, their public statements or their statements that they wrote out, were talking about how we were preventing others from doing business, because there was another gentleman there who was trying to file a police report, and that's what they're saying, that we were the ones preventing them.
Did he just acknowledge he prevented somebody from doing business?
Yeah, I said that we're here to challenge this unconstitutional administrative order. This is just a piece of paper. But I said also, we're here for business. We all wanted to do public records requests, every single one of us. And they wouldn't do it because they're recording. They refused. They refused us service, right? So their job, just like AFA said in his panel, is to service the public. That they're public servants, right? And they have a job in which it's a privilege to be a public servant, guys. I mean, they get paid well, they have benefits, they have pensions, you know, they get a lot of great stuff to be, you know, they get paid holidays off, all that. And it's just, like I say, guys, because of the fact that they have a monopoly on the use of force, there's no competition. So that's just how it goes. They just treat you like crap.
How
And,
dare
you know,
they have a real job
all the time, guys. I get hung up
with
on, I get treated
benefits?
poorly. We got hung up on in Arapahoe County recently, and Sweet Tea and I went down there to do a public records request and all the
Poor
rude employees.
baby,
And
got
I
hung
just got a
up
response
on.
from that, and they're trying to charge me $90 to get names, salaries, and date of hire for the clerks. There's like 5 clerks working that day. $90. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and that's one of the things I wanted to address. Actually, yesterday, I saw some comments in the chat about like, well, aren't FOIAs free or whatever? And here's the thing. First of all, putting in a FOIA request is requesting the information. That doesn't mean that they have to give you the request. The whole point behind the Freedom of Information Act is that they didn't want the whole purpose of the law was so that the government couldn't do something they're not supposed to be doing and hide it. They're trying to make it so that you can get the information and find out what's going on, right? It wasn't created specifically so that idiots could walk into a building and get the names and salaries of every single person who works in the building. Technically, that is public information, which legally the public can access. But there's nothing in the law that says it has to be given to the public for free. It just says that it has to be available to the public. It is available, but we got to dig up the information. I was listening to B2 Life Explained yesterday. He was on KFAR's stream, and he was talking about how that used to be his job. He was the guy who filled the FOIA requests. And sometimes he'd work like an entire 8-hour shift just trying to find the information to fill one request, right? So you're paying this guy for an entire 8-hour day's worth of work, and how are you going to make your money back? You charge a couple bucks for the form? There's money that the state has to spend, especially depending on what you're requesting. If you're requesting like body cam footage or whatever, there has to be some sort of physical media that they put it on. That costs money. There has to be the process of putting the information together. That costs money. If it has information that's not public, it has to be redacted. That takes time. That takes money. So they don't necessarily, by law, have to be free. And of course, these guys are going to complain about being charged for information that ultimately every single building they walk into, they want the names and salaries of every single person who works there. Like, that's not what the Freedom of Information was created for. Just so that random idiots could get everyone's salary just because they demanded everyone's salary. That's stupid.
Just the fact that he said that person, that public servant has a privileged job, shows the ignorance of DMA and his lack of actually having employment. Because I can already see in his mind, he believes that a manager or the manager of a store doesn't have nothing to do but to bark orders at people to do things, but doesn't understand all the intricacies that there is to being a manager. Like it's really childish thinking. You know what I mean? Like it's so like, come on, man. Like, you honestly think that a request for information is going to be available just like that? You don't think there's going to be somebody behind it? You don't think there's going to be people pulling this information? And then plus you're asking for specific information. That means that they have to go to, the financing side of their of their departments. They have to figure out, the people who are on shift, who he wants, the names. Come on now, you know what I mean? Like, this stuff is not readily available even for the people who are supposed to have the information. So,
well, that's the video.
It's ridiculous for him to think that he's going to get it for free.
The video that I showed yesterday, where the guy's walking into a place where they literally physically did not have the information there. It was Rogue Nation, right? And he's going to complain about, in his fake accent, about how come they're refusing me service? Because they literally physically don't have the papers you're asking for. What are they supposed to do? Fart them out? Like, what? It's insane. But anyway, let's get back to more of this idiot making excuses for his stupidity.
Like, they just hate transparency, guys.
No, they don't. They hate you.
They said, let's just go through some of the things that they lied about, right? They said,
and notice right away, right there, I just want to point out, notice how every time any one of these guys tell any story, they always have to throw all these adverbs in there. Always. Like, it's never, I was arrested, it's I was kidnapped, or I was illegally detained, or I was given illegal orders, or I was given unlawful orders, right? Here's what they said in their report. No, here's what they lied about in their report. They always have to build the false narrative. They have to always throw these extra words in there to build their narrative.
Yeah, and he's already saying these are the things that they lied about. How do you know that they lied about it? Like, why is it that what you think is what's supposed to be? You know what I mean? Like, he makes himself the ultimate authority, and he knows nothing. He is nothing. And I don't understand why he would even think that he could even begin to understand what anybody thinks, let alone himself. Right. I mean, Jesus, this guy.
Well, he's about to get into it, and here's the thing, because we've all seen the video, and here's the thing. This is the problem. Like, he's saying, well, here's what they lied about, right? And then he's going to start describing basically what he did, but like, see, they're saying that we all just stormed into this building and started filming illegally. But guess what? The ordinance they passed isn't legal. So they lied by saying that we broke the ordinance. No, they're not lying when they say you broke the ordinance because you don't like the ordinance. They're not lying by saying when you broke the law because you don't like the law. Like, that doesn't make it a lie. You know what I mean? It's like in places where, like, I mean, this is a different example, but kind of to break it down and make it a little bit simpler. Like how nowadays there are a lot of places where marijuana is legal, right? But there's still some states where it's not. So it's like if you get busted smoking and then you don't think that it should be illegal in your state, so you say they lied and said they busted me breaking the law just because they caught me smoking and it's illegal here. Unclean Hands, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He's like, I'm paying you in advance for the times we're going to time out David. Oh, man. All right. So let's get back to more of him calling them lies because they don't fit his definition.
They also said that we were interfering. We often interfere with the photo radar. That's what they said. Because you guys know the speed trap videos.
Yes.
They are actually interfering with my First Amendment right to record in public and to peacefully protest on a public sidewalk.
Yet to see a video that has been taken down.
I'm not interfering with them. They need to move their extortion ban, which is unconstitutional.
See? Right off the bat. What did I just say? Here are their lies. Here's their first lie. I'm getting in the way of them doing their... these are his words. Speed trap, extortion ban. Like, he redefines the entire situation, and because it doesn't fit his insane definition, it's a lie.
Yeah, that he called it. They need to move. It's like, what? You know, dude, just go get a job, man.
Right?
Like, this guy he really just needs something to do. Like, can't like Sweet Tea like take him off into like some sort of like lover's cabin or something? Like, get him away from everything. Like, Jesus, like this guy just needs something to do.
Right.
Somewhere else. It's not blocking the sidewalk, guys. They park like on public property, like on the grass. They have like a slab they built that's right by the sidewalk. You know, they need to come up with something else.
Wait a minute. Now, this is great. Kim Crawford donated $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much for her share of the time she's going to time out David. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And yeah, like I said, guys, every employee, they honestly believe that this administrative order is enforceable. So let's go to the administrative order real quick, and let's break this down before we get too much into it.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
People are asking, this is my cat. His name is Baby, and he's literally a baby. He's like a 2-year-old. He always wants up. He always wants to be in my arms.
No, he's not
and he
literally a
just
baby.
loves
That's not
to
how you use the word
snuggle.
literally.
And his name is Baby.
His name's Baby, and then she's always saying, hey, baby this, baby that. And I'm like, what are you saying? She's like, no, I'm talking to the cat.
Yeah. And his official full name is No Baby. Because I'm
No
always
Baby.
telling him, no, baby, no.
Okay, who cares about your cat?
And he likes to cuddle with me too. So she has 3 cats, and the other 2 are getting used to me, but Baby is...
Yeah, that's enough of that. I don't care about her cats. Trying to make herself seem like she's such a sweet, nice woman, blah, blah, blah. And then you see her on an audit and she's the devil incarnate. We got a couple people who just joined us. We got Anastasia Beaverhausen. What's up?
Anastasia Beaverhausen. By the way, I love that name.
Yeah, that's great. That's brilliant. And let's see who else. I saw a couple people in here. I think Nikki Red's in here now. Yep. And let's see who else
Nikki
that I didn't
Red,
say hello to. What's
K4.
up? Yeah. And I think Potluck, yeah, Debo, Scramble Wolf, yeah, I think I covered everybody. Oh, look at this! I got another super chat from Grandma Wolf. Thank you. That's a thank you for timing him out.
Let the timeouts roll.
I'm telling you, thank you, Dickie Red. What's up? Is K-Fire in the house? Anon One News, what's up? LaDonna Rogers, what's up? Good to see you. All right, thank you guys. So this is turning out so good. Like I never Gamer88, what's up? I never imagined that if I said that, it would turn into this thing where everyone's like, here, fine, I'll donate so that I can time out David. Oh man, that's crazy. All right. Anyway, let's get back into it. Let's get past the cat crap. See if we can see more of his excuse for being an idiot.
Actually, they're really warming up to each other. And
we're
it's
still
funny
talking about the
because he
cats
was
here.
like jumping around, almost jump on him.
Okay. You guys can see that, right? Tweety?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to just we still good? Sorry guys, I should have been able to figure this out before. I want to get to my desktop.
Oh, don't break your head.
Can you minimize that window?
Oh yeah, see here's minimize right here. What does this green one do? Exit full screen?
He already
go.
minimized
Okay,
his brain.
And then now I can do minimize. Okay, thank you.
Pretty close to getting a nosebleed.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So here we go, guys. Here's the administrative order. Okay, so here we go. It says, effective immediately, in accordance with the authority granted to the city manager pursuant to Section 7.3 of the Sheridan Home Rule Charter. This order sets forth reasonable rules and regulations applicable to the use of the entryway, inside lobby, and reception areas, council chambers, conference rooms, or other locations inside City Hall in which a public meeting is not being conducted. So it means like if in the city council meetings, we can record there, but if it's not being a meeting being held, then we can't. Okay. And then they go on to say which other areas that are like city employee work areas, which are non-public forum, which is true. We never can go back there. And just like Leroy was saying, right, that we never try to go back behind the class. I mean,
all right, right there. That is an extremely important point. And of course, he just kind of like washes over it. But he's like, well, we never went back there. But the whole thing was specifically that they were focusing their cameras on the glass to film what was going on inside. And what these guys never talk about is the fact that your eyes can't zoom in. Your eyes can't pause on a piece of paper and then zoom in and use your computer software to get the details. Like, they never mention that that's the difference. And yet, we never physically went back into that area. So that doesn't count against us filming back there, even though we're holding our cameras up to the glass to film that area. Because they weren't physically standing in that area, that doesn't count as filming that area. Like, it's insane the way these people's brains work, if they do at all. I don't know.
This is DMA's version of disclaimers. This is what it is. This is his disclaimer. Oh, we never walked behind that area, or I'm an innocent child, and I just want to be able to use my camera to take pictures of all the beautiful things around me. Like this. These are just his little disclaimers. Because he wants to pretend that we don't know how stupid he is, and what he's doing is just aggravating a bunch of people. That it's pretty much it's just his little way of trying to make himself look like he's doing something, but we all know he's not.
Yep. I didn't say hello to Dawson. What's up? Welcome. Aniana, what's up? Scott Ammo. All right. So anyway, yeah, let's listen to more stupid.
I mean, that's ridiculous. But
No,
these
you're
areas right
ridiculous.
here where they're saying entryway, inside lobby, and reception areas, that's just a complete attack on the First Amendment. Okay, so here we go. It says pursuant to section 7.3 of the Sheridan Home Rule Charter. So let's check that out. This is the.
I'm sorry. It's this guy. So much of what he says is stupid that it's like I got to pause every 2 seconds. So he just said them passing this ordinance is an attack on the First Amendment. Captain Happy, what's up? No, it's not. It's an attack on frauditors. Like the whole reason why these things are being done is because of you guys. It's not because they hate the First Amendment. It's because they hate douchebags.
Yeah, and the thing is that like this is what these guys don't understand. Before they came along, putting their camera in front of everybody's faces, this wasn't a problem. Nobody was thinking about the public forum doctrine. I never even heard of the public forum doctrine until Frauditors started fucking around. And it's like, you guys, you're not helping anything. You're not helping the First Amendment. You're making it so that people that don't like the First Amendment have an excuse to fight against it.
Right.
Even so, you know, like it doesn't really make me want to fight against those people either, because you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots and assholes.
Right. Exactly. It's like Unclean Hands made a point. He's like, you got to admit they are making change. Yeah, but it's the opposite change that they're fighting for. That's the problem. Christopher O'Connor's like, who asked him to be the representative of the First Amendment? The problem is the excuse that all these guys would make is that as American citizens, it's their duty to stand up for their rights. But is it your duty to not get a job and to just do this all the time? No.
Yeah, and
not
by
at
the way,
all.
You're
supposed to contribute to society in general, not contribute to your own pockets.
Yeah, their self-appointed title of auditor means nothing, because what exactly are you auditor of? Like, what do you know what that word means? Do you know what an actual audit is supposed to be about? Like,
what's up, Lisa White?
What is your First Amendment auditing really accomplishing? Like, what is it that you're auditing? You're not auditing anything. You're not an auditor. That just from the beginning, they've already got it all messed up. So it just goes to show where their priorities are.
Hey, Billy Yank, what's up? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Here's my donation because I want to time David out too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this response. This is awesome. I love you guys so much. And holding my groins in the house. What's up? Jay What 1961. What's up? Yeah, they post videos, they zoom in and out on the screens and papers, and then they call people names. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. The excuse that I could film anything my eyes can see, but your eyes can't zoom in and zoom out. They'll say things like, well, what if I had a photographic memory? Your photographic memory isn't going to be able to zoom in on the information. Like, come on. Oh, man, they're so stupid.
Yeah, and for somebody who knows the law, you really
What's up, Dino? Yeah, they live on what ifs and false narratives. Anyway, back to more stupidity from DMA.
7.3 of the Home Rule Charter. The city manager shall be the administrative officer of the city. The city manager shall have the following powers and duties. Subsection C. Establish with council approval and implement personnel rules and regulations for city employees. This is the section that they're saying that gives the city manager the authority to make this administrative order that bans the First Amendment. It says right here that he can make rules and regulations for the employees, guys, not for the citizens, right? And of course, as we all know, it wouldn't matter anyways, just like Josh said in his panel before. It doesn't matter, even if it's a law, it doesn't matter.
Wait, I want to address something real quick too, because David just posted he says they have to hide from secret cameras. We'll all have tiny cameras very soon. Here's the problem with that. And this is why, like, that whole argument doesn't work, because Long Island Audit loves to make that argument, right? well, what if I had cameras in my classes and you guys didn't know I was filming? But here's the thing, and this is why I brought up the whole thing about doing a FOIA request on the security footage, is because their excuse, their false narrative, what we're supposed to believe is that they're trying to film the way these people act with the general public. But then there'd be no negative interaction. Then you wouldn't make them look bad because they would just be doing their job and everything would be fine. If you went in there with a secret camera and they didn't know you were filming, you wouldn't have a video because they wouldn't act that way, because you wouldn't be inciting that activity. That's why the problem is that they incite this stuff on purpose.
Right. If they really wanted to regress their government or prove that they are not getting the type of service that they should be getting, then it should be more of an undercover situation. I mean, you would want to go in there where the people don't know that you're filming them while you're going through, like, say a regular FOIA request without a camera in somebody's face. Now, if you get treated bad because of whatever reason and you capture it on your hidden camera, then you got something there. Then that's different, right? That's an actual, like, investigative reporting. But being the camera or being this rude person who's causing all kinds of commotion, that's not all you're doing is inciting a confrontation, trying to get people riled up for your stupid little wannabe prank channel. That's all it is. It's just a prank channel.
Yeah, basically. Oh boy.
The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. You can't make a law that violates the First Amendment to the Constitution.
Right.
Right. And this isn't even a law. It's a piece of paper, man. It's nothing. Okay. I can't believe we're going to see if they're going to drop the charges next time, because
what's up, Roseanne?
we already had our arraignment, so they're going to go through discovery now. And they're said in the discovery that they're using that my live stream as evidence. Well, we want them to use that because we're using that as evidence too. So this is the raise. Okay, so they gave the city manager a 3% increase on the city council meeting that Regan and I attended on 12th of December.
Good.
So they gave him a raise for violating people's rights, guys. And
no, they didn't. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about, right there. Like I said, everything that comes out of his mouth is so stupid. I gotta address like every other sentence. What did he just say? Well, he got a raise for violating people's rights. No, he didn't. He got a raise for dealing with idiots properly, the way they ought to be dealt with. What's up,
He got a raise, and you don't know why, and it's none of your goddamn business, DMA. Stop trying to make your own narrative and coming up with stuff that you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right, Texas Tim's taking off. Have a good weekend, Tim.
Bye, Texas Tim.
See you Monday.
Have a nice weekend, bro.
Kim Crawford, does anyone know how to set up my Discord? Just different topics. I'm still learning how to use Discord. I hate it, but I understand that it's necessary, so I have it now. But I still am not sure.
You don't even use it, Hez.
I don't know
put
how.
you on the spot right now.
I don't know how.
You don't even use it, okay? I am constantly messaging you. Hez, get on your Discord. Come on, man. Come on, Hez. And what do you do? You get on. You like see the little green light go on for like 2 seconds.
Listen to me.
You just leave me there. You just
email me. Email me, Discord, and at some point over the weekend, I want you to give me a Discord lesson. How about that?
Discord, man. I'm in a quicksand of lonely desert Discord. I'm the only one representing Hez and his Discord, and I feel so alone. So alone.
Listen, what's up, Sean? Email me and we'll get together like over the weekend or something, and you can teach me how to use the damn thing because I have no idea. It's a mystery to me. Every time I try to click on something, it leads me to the wrong place, and I don't know where I'm at. And it's Discord's a mess, damn it.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Because if I'm disappointed again, Hez, if you break my heart again, Hez.
Hey, Armando, it's all good. All right, orale, vato. All right, here.
The city council, they had to vote on this. So, we have been actually in contact with, well, we did, hold on. We did reach out to every city council member via email and the mayor, and we did receive one email back from one city council member, and which is a start. And so I emailed him to see if he wants to have coffee so we can talk about it. But like they had to approve this whole thing, right? And so
there we go again already. I can't go more than 5 seconds without having to pause it because that's how often something stupid comes out of his mouth. So now he's complaining that he emailed somebody to have a discussion about a pending case. Aren't you supposed to only discuss pending cases with lawyers? Like your lawyer, and then let him set up the meetings with the other people? You don't just email the guy yourself. I mean, I know that's kind of being a little nitpicky, but I mean, this guy who's supposed to like be an expert on legal matters and stuff, it's like, you should know better than that. You contact your lawyer and then have him contact the other guy. You don't contact the other guy directly and then complain that he didn't answer you.
DMA is just an expert at the mastery. He is the master of the mastery.
But you guys saw in the city council meeting that they're just, a lot of them were just sitting there. I mean, Granbury, the city manager and the chief of police, they're just sitting there on their phones the whole time, right? They were on their phones the whole time.
Yeah, because why do they want to deal with your dumb ass? They got lives.
They said that we were, so let's go through. So this whole thing started out, I wanted to talk about this too. This whole thing started out, guys, with the footage off Deborah Swenson's phone, right? Remember that? So let's go through that real quick. So I wanted to get the footage off of her phone, which it's been 6 months and they keep denying me, right? So this is the CRS in which they cited. So let's see the email right here. So this is the email.
Oh God, this is like pulling teeth.
It says that the CCJRA.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to turn this off because it's pointless. It's just, it is what it is. It's his complaining about the whole situation and obviously trying to paint this picture that they were all illegally arrested and how they should have never even passed the ordinance in the first place. And now it's all a bunch of BS. And obviously everything he does is a bunch of BS. But yeah, he's just trying to spin it to follow his own false narrative as always, because that's what they do. And they don't care about nothing except for themselves, of course. So that's do better, as Anastasia says, do better. That's awesome because that's DMA's whole thing, right? Do better, man. Do better.
Do better.
He even has a business card that says "Do better." What's up, Weeks Kador?
You guys are so privileged.
What's up, Maggie K?
Do better.
Yeah, what an idiot. And again, it goes back to, they have their own made up definition of what everything is. And if you don't follow their ideas, then you're not doing your job because they know your job better than you do. It's a bunch of crap. Now, imagine if what they said was true and that a police officer's job is to stand up for your First Amendment right. And that's it. That's their job. So there's no pulling people over. There's no arresting criminals, because if somebody is murdering somebody and you're arresting them for doing that, how is that standing up for that person's First Amendment right? Their job is not to stand up for your First Amendment right. Their job is to follow the law and enforce it. And they always keep harping back to, well, you can't make a law that goes against the Constitution. Well, that's what the Supreme Court is for. That's their job to determine that, not you with your camera on the street. There are proper avenues to take if you want to bring up things that are an issue, right? But
yeah,
that's all.
It's
Go
so
ahead.
that's the thing that's so upsetting about them is that they want to pretend that there's some sort of activism to what they're doing, but it's like even if you were talking about something that you wanted to change in an amendment or some sort of policy within the city hall or anything like that, you're not gonna do it by sticking a camera in the face of the person who's working there, the secretary of the temp security agent that's there for who knows how long, or the security that's right there. Those are all just people who are working parts of that building. That's all. That's all
Yep.
they are. You're not getting anywhere with them. They can't
No.
change the law. So
No.
why even get into anything with them? That doesn't make any sense. It's like
Hold on. Anastasia, this is you see him in the chat all the time. This is a Forgiven Jerry. I have him up on panel. I try to get him up here about once a week. We've talked before about having like maybe Friday be like a normal day to have guests on. But yeah, he's a good friend of the channel and he's a great co-host. So I like having him on. He's a good guy. Go ahead, Jerry.
Am I upsetting people?
No, they were just like, because here's what happened. The other day, I actually had two people. Vilified Freedom was one of them, and KFAR too. But a couple people mentioned my channel on their channels, and I actually have been getting a lot more people in here in the mornings ever since. And she's one of them. So they don't really know the show, so they don't know who you are. But yeah, he's a regular. Jerry does rock. Yeah, she likes you.
Love me. Where was I? Now I lost my train of thought. I think this is how DMA loses his train of thought. People start talking to him. He's like, "Oh, do better." Oh.
Yeah, right.
I forgot what I was saying, dude.
Salacious says, "Don't worry, Jerry. Everybody loves you. We're all glad that you're up there."
I love you guys.
Yeah, so you got fans, bro. Yeah, J What 1961. I like Jerry. Thumbs up. Yeah, see. So anyway, I'm an amazing co-host. Witch of Heart, you are more than welcome to come up here anytime you want. You ever want a link, just let me know.
Which is she's like an automatic linker. You should just always have an automatic link all the time.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you're more than welcome because I've seen you on panels. You're great. You can come up here anytime you want. You're more than welcome.
Who said what about a link?
Hyundai. This is let's see. Where's the I'm sorry, I just clicked the wrong thing and just completely messed up my whole.
Okay, DMA, you're gonna start looking for your desktop now. Where's the desktop? Where's the desktop?
Oh, Holden My Groin says Jerry was a race car driver. Do you get that? That's from the band Primus. Jerry was a race car driver. He drove so damn fast. Never did win the checkered flag, but he never did come in last. That's a great song. Anyway,
I've never been able to understand those lyrics until you sang them right now.
Yep. It's actually, if you actually look at the lyrics, see, this is the thing that's crazy about Primus is like, it's almost like it's similar to Frank Zappa in the sense that, like, if you just listen to the music, it always sounds so silly and goofy. But if you actually pay attention, one, to the musicianship, it's brilliant. And two, if you actually pay attention to the lyrics, a lot of times they cover some very serious subject matter. And like Jerry is a race car driver is about a race car driver who gets in an accident and dies in a car accident. Like it's crazy.
Gosh.
Yeah. But anyway, another thing I wanted to cover today. Everyone has been talking about, or a lot of people were talking about, the arrest of Flex Your Freedoms and how he got found guilty the other day. He went to court, and Holding My Groin knows what's up. Yes. He says Primus sucks, all caps. I love it. That's awesome. And if you're a Primus fan, you understand. That's great. Anyway, they just so FYI for people who don't know, when Primus first started, a lot of people were talking about Primus sucks. Primus sucks. These guys are terrible. So they actually made Primus actually made T-shirts that say Primus sucks on them. So that became like their thing. Like saying Primus sucks is like a good thing. Like you support Primus if you say Primus sucks. So that's awesome.
That's knowing your audience.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Just like David.
Anyway, so Flex Your Freedoms gets arrested, and he got convicted by a jury, and afterwards, everyone was talking about, oh, he got convicted. He got convicted. Well, he went live last night talking about his conviction, and I was going to appeal it, and this and that and the other, and blah 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 blah. He deleted everything off of his channel, or made members only, everything on his channel except for the actual arrest video itself. And the live stream, while it was on, he said, as soon as this stream's over, I'm going to get rid of it. Nobody's going to be able to watch it. But guess who captured it and has it on his hard drive? I do.
A certain destroyer. A
Yep.
certain Frauditor destroyer.
That's right.
Hezokuai, the Frauditor destroyer.
That's exactly right. Yep, I got it. There's one bit I wanted to show real quick here today, because yesterday I was showing a Familia TV video, and at the end he said, look, guys, you don't understand. This is what Familia said. He's like, look, guys, you don't understand. Like, this isn't just a bunch of idiots with cameras anymore. It's like these guys are actually pushing for a real revolution. And when he said that, in the back of my head, I was thinking, oh, maybe that's a little too far. You know, I don't know, man. But then I'm watching Flex Your Freedom's live stream yesterday talking about his conviction. And here's what he said. And putting it in the context of what Familia TV said, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He might actually be onto something here. Now I got to get it on screen. Oh, dag nabbit. Hold on. Because it's not on YouTube, because I captured it separately. So now I got to get it. Come on, computer, cooperate with me. All right, let's see how I get this on screen. Let's see. Window. Yeah, here it is. All right, check this out, guys. Listen to what he says.
Oh, I'm a big stupid. I don't know nothing. I got arrested because I'm an idiot and I shouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing.
Right. But listen to what he's saying. Again, within the context of what Familia said about these guys actually trying to trigger a revolution, listen to what he's saying in that context.
There's no sound. Hezokuai.
Yeah. What is it? Not on screen?
It's on screen, just no sound.
No sound.
Yeah, no audio.
You can't hear that, guys? Let me see. I hear it.
Well, you hear it.
But you guys don't. Let's see. How about now?
Yeah, no.
No audio.
What am I doing? Even if I look at the screen, I can't help you.
Maybe I should put on the. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why. This is, I mean, obviously this is just on my computer, but I hear it. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna
Do you got your
obviously,
earphones plugged in?
yeah, I'm gonna have
Maybe
to.
that's.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something about that and figure it out. Um, what program am I using? Well, that's just a screen capture I did. Um, so yeah.
Did you screen capture with with the audio on so it could record the audio from the from the video, or did you
Well, no,
just
yeah,
screen
because
capture
I
it?
can hear it, so the audio's on there.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, I'll have to put it into my my video editing software and then make a clip of it. But basically, he's saying that what he's saying there is we need to come together as more of a force, almost like a militia. And anyone who wants to use my guns, just email me and let me know, and I'll let you borrow my Glock, and we could go take care of this. It's like a call to arms, man. It's crazy.
Well, that's not illegal.
um, but yeah. So wait, somebody's saying, well, I gave up on it. I'm gonna just put it in my editing software and then make a regular video out of it so I could share it. But that's basically what he's saying in there. It's pretty. It's making me think that maybe Familia might have a point that these guys are getting a little too serious about wanting to actually be the forerunners of a revolution. At one point, he actually says like, "Yeah, man, we're like a cult, and I'm like going to be the new leader." It's like it's way heavy.
Yeah, well, there's there could be a case made for maybe them doing something destructive, I guess. But I don't think there's any kind of movement behind it. I mean,
Well, no,
there's no.
I don't necessarily believe that this means that it's going to actually turn into something. But what I'm saying is that, obviously, the people who, because again, we all know a lot of them, especially the worst ones, the Silence Boys, the KC Camera Boys, the NC Tyrant Hunters of the world, people like that, don't actually care about the quote unquote movement at all. They're just doing it for the clicks and views. But the ones who do believe in the movement are like getting really serious about it and are trying to take it to the next level beyond just randomly filming crap and annoying people. And that's where it gets, a little like, whoa, wait a minute. What the heck are these idiots trying to do?
Yeah, I just think that's I just think that's a frauditor who is butthurt at a certain situation and is trying to rally some sort of some sort of retaliation over the stuff that happened to him. That's all. That's all it really is. Because this guy doesn't believe anything that he's saying. The only reason why
Well,
he's doing it
this
is
is the guy
because
who dresses up as grandma, right? Well, first of all, I
yeah.
got to say, Julie Weaver, hello. And Anastasia, yes. News Now, which one was it? Eastern or something, whatever. Yeah, one of these guys was arrested for storming the Capitol on January 6th. So yeah, that is a thing. Unclean's like, yeah, but it's all right because it's 100 frauditors versus 330 million other people. Oh
Exactly,
yes.
unclean. Unclean
What's
got
up?
it.
Yeah, he knows
Unclean
what's
knows
up.
what he's talking about. He ain't got time for none of these goddamn frauders getting in his business all up in there. Just trying. All he wants to do is watch his Netflix and hang out. And you guys, goddamn frauders, always getting in his way and messing up his horses.
Jerry, I get you're trying to do uncleans, but you sound more like Dale Dribble. Oh man, there's just man. But anyway,
Well, I can't copy that voice, man. I can.
no, you got to
I
be
can't.
born in Texas to do it. Like the guy who made that show, he was from Texas. You got to have it in your blood, man. You gotta be born and raised in a place where, you know, like football and religion are almost the same thing. Kind of like I'm from Chicago, so like sausage and religion are almost the same thing. Anyway, let's the next bit I wanted to cover was I wanted to show what?
Why did I just get that?
Yeah.
Chorizo.
Yes, exactly. Oh man. All right. So speaking of Familia TV, let's check out him giving it to SGV News because SGV News deserves it. Let's see. This is called Frauditor Gets Called Out for the Chump That He Is. All right.
Look at Unclean's message as you stereotyping fool.
Welcome back to the channel. All right, now here's a video that was sent to me by my good friend Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you for the video.
Your sound is low, Hez.
No, his is. I could try and I think I got it turned up. Oh no, I could turn it up. Yep. Okay. Thank you
Is
for
it
pointing
you?
that out. No,
Is
it
you or
was
hum. Is it
hum.
you or hum?
Anyway, I love this because I'm like, well, you can't do Unclean Hands Texas accent because you're not from Texas. He's like, I'm not from Texas either, as he's from New Hampshire. What the hell? You don't sound like you're from New Hampshire, bro.
That does not sound right.
Anyway, here we go.
I found this video very interesting and I wanted to share it with you guys. Now, the video deals with a frauditor that I'm pretty sure we are all fully aware of. That frauditor in question is SGV News. Now, for those of you that might not be familiar with this individual, let's just say that he is a very, in my opinion, in my book, he is a low life person, has no respect for his fellow citizens. Okay. Now, as a frauditor, let me just say that the audacity that on all of his videos, he starts his videos. Matter of fact, let me show you his intro where he puts on every video that he pushes out there. Look at this here. Tell me if this is an
All right. So first of all, before we get into it, this witch is asking, who is this? It's SGV News. He's like the biggest, one of the top 3 biggest scumbags of all scumbags on earth. He's horrible human being. And what he does is absolute nonsense. His big shtick is every Sunday morning, him and his buddy Pito Libre go out to different churches and they audit churches. I already know what because I made a video where I actually pointed this out once. He starts every one of his videos saying film the police, and then he goes out and films private businesses, churches, and random people. Like it has so nothing to do with filming the police.
a joke. Take a look. All right, so tell me that's not a joke. The audacity that he has to consider himself a civil rights activist. Really, a civil rights activist defending our freedom. And he does that, guys. He defends our freedoms by on every Sunday. He goes out there and he targets a different church, a church where people go worship their Lord. Okay. Isn't that some shit? Okay. This guy has the audacity to consider himself a civil rights activist, and he's out there defending freedom by going and recording people going into and out of a church. Okay. All in the name of making a damn video. Okay. Because he sure as hell ain't holding anybody accountable. Okay. That's the kick in the ass. And I've seen a couple of videos where he's gotten into it with the pastor or the father. Okay. That is some shit. I mean, that is something that he's going to have to, when he passes away, I'm sure the Lord is going to confront him about his actions, okay? That's something he has to live with, okay? But I just say, I find it that he is a total joke. Now, mind you, the ideal of him, in this video here, he's a tough guy at a church, gets into a little verbal confrontation with an individual that, in my opinion, roasted his ass. Roasted him, gave him a taste of his own sarcasm, and he may have felt like he made the guy look foolish, but in my opinion, that guy made him look like the jerk that he really is. Okay, so the funny thing is, again, I say, if you guys remember when he pepper sprayed that young lady, the young lady that I'm not gonna say she was rightful.
All right, she threw leaves at him. Just real quick, I wanted to address something I saw in the chat. Where is it? Oh, dang nabbit. What happened? I lost it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Too poppy, Edward. I like it, but it's too poppy for me. I like the more traditional kind of thrash metal style of Metallica. I mean, their new stuff is the best stuff they've done in years, but that one particular song, the new one, I mean, obviously, like the song itself isn't bad. It isn't, not constructed well or anything. It's just like I said, I like the more thrashy version of Metallica, but it's all right. It's all right.
What she was doing, she threw what, two handfuls of dirt with some leaves mixed in it at him, and he had the audacity to feel that his life was threatened. And on the second time that she threw some dirt at him, he pepper sprayed her. But and then when he got arrested and he was charged with a felony, oh my God, we saw the bitch in him come out. The real bitch. Matter of fact, let me show you the bitch that he was, e-begging. E-begging. Now, mind you, this is a man with over 160,000 subscribers. He's pushing out videos left and right. Okay, this man is making money. Not to mention that he also sells weed. He's done a handful of live streams where he's in his house. He has a grow house in his house. You can't tell me he ain't making some quick, easy cash here and there. So the audacity with the amount of money he's making from YouTube, the money he makes off his weed, and here he is e-begging. Okay, but I wanted to show you guys the bitch that he was when he thought he was going to do some time for that. Let me show you that little quick clip.
Yeah, guys, I just got released. I was arrested last night. I don't know if you guys were aware or not, but I just had to bail out right now. I had to do a partial bail, so I need to raise some money for bail, guys. If you guys can help us out, really appreciate it. Looks like we raised about $450 last night through PayPal. So I appreciate you guys all that donated last night.
I real quick wanted to mention something. Again, I'm seeing some stuff in the chat. Some people first of all, Scott Ammo I thought he was demonetized. A lot of people get temporary demonetization for specific reasons, and he was for a short time, but it was a temporary thing. The other thing is, because some people are saying about, they're talking about him selling weed. The point, I don't think that Familia TV, I don't think the point he was trying to get at is the morality of whether or not, it's a thing with the marijuana. But the point is that this guy always brags about how he's got tons and tons and tons of money. And as soon as he gets arrested, he's begging his subscribers to pay his bail. Like, I thought you had tons and tons and tons of money. He does. But again, that's part of what these guys do and why there's no risk to what they do. They get arrested. They just ask their fans to pay their bail. They don't need no money out of pocket. They don't care about anything because they just get their fans to take care of it for them.
Or this, where it was.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I would it wouldn't surprise me if the actual goal is to get arrested to ask for bail money. Like,
right, so that hopefully they'll get more money coming in than they need to spend.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. Oh well, time to make the donuts. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, if you guys can help out, I really do appreciate it. I gotta raise another $5,000.
What the?
I put down $2,000, and I gotta pay the rest within a certain amount of time. Yeah, courts in August. Nick the Viking. They got me for assault with a deadly weapon. Trying to say that pepper spray is a deadly weapon. What's up, Bello? Yeah, somebody, some chick last night was getting aggressive, trying to grab my stuff, and then went and grabbed some dirt and leaves off the ground and threw it at me, and I pepper sprayed her, and now they're getting me for a felony. Yeah, it's a felony, assault with a deadly weapon.
No, no,
Thanks,
no. They're
Beth.
not getting
Appreciate you.
you. You created your situation. They're not getting you. You assaulted somebody with your pepper spray. So you did it to yourself. No one's getting you. No one is out to get you. This is your consequences that you have to face for the things that you did.
Right. So Nikki Red's asking whatever happened with that case. I'm not sure. He says courts in August, so I don't remember if that originally happened and it was this past August or if it's this coming. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened with that, but I do remember exactly what happened in the situation. And the thing that makes it crazy is it's like he tells the story. It's like he's building this picture, like he's standing there minding his own business with his camera, and some lady starts throwing dirt at him, so he pepper sprays her. But he doesn't mention the fact that he was filming an ambulance and a woman getting put on the ambulance, and a friend of hers saying, "Hey, will you please not film my friend suffering and physically being put on the ambulance because she has a medical issue and I don't want her to be filmed?" And he's like, "No, I have the First Amendment right to film, so I'm going to film all I want, blah, blah, blah." Again, going against random citizens, because that's what these idiots do to prove the government's bad, going after random citizens. So she was like, "Oh, the case was dismissed, whatever." But so he's saying, like a random woman didn't just run up to him and start throwing dirt at him. She was asking him kindly to please stop filming my friend in a medical emergency. And he's like, "No, because I have no soul. I have no empathy. I have no feelings. I'm going to film because I can."
Yeah, any little bit will count, guys. Every little bit counts. Really do appreciate it. If you guys can, send it to my GoFundMe. Not to my GoFundMe, to my PayPal account, guys. If you guys can, send your donations. Anything you can help out with to PayPal, guys. That way I can get the bail bondsman his money for getting me out.
All right. So for those of you guys that got to watch that little video there of when he pepper sprayed that young lady, okay? Again, I say I'm not saying what she did was right. Agree, that was disrespectful of that lady. But did you hear when he was describing it to his subscribers? Did you hear in anything he said? Did you hear him say that I felt my life was threatened, so I had to pepper spray her? No. What he said was that she was throwing dirt at me, and so I pepper sprayed her. Basically, she was screwing with him, so he pepper sprayed her. And as we all know, pepper spraying is like having a gun. It's a weapon. I think I've said it in a few of my videos. There has been some, I don't know, there's been reports that people have, there are some people that react to pepper spraying wrong, and there's something to do with their respiratory. It swells up and they have died. Okay. So, again, the only time technically that you're supposed to use pepper spray is if you feel that your life is threatened. And that should buy you enough time to either leave, or if you feel that you want to whip that person's ass, well, for X amount of time, he's going to be burning. His eyes are going to be burning, and he's going to be coughing up a storm. And you take it from whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it. Okay. But again, all you heard was that she threw dirt at him and he pepper sprayed her. And now, again, I'm going to say the bitch in him came out. And this is a man, and even people on his channel were telling him, damn it, you've been doing this for a long period of time. And, you go out there harassing people, and they've said it, damn it, his own subscribers, unless they were just people trolling his channel. But a lot of a good handful or two were throwing it at him that, you go out there harassing people daily. Okay. So if you're out there starting trouble, eventually one or two incidents, you're going to get into something where you're going to get arrested. You're going to get there's going to be bail needed. So you should have money saved up for bail times, right? Well, come on, you can't tell me this guy with over 160,000 subscribers ain't making decent money off of YouTube on top of what he's making off of selling weed. Okay. And it is what it is. Now, back to what I was saying about him considering himself a civil rights activist. And when I noticed the video that Jennifer sent me, that this man that he was harassing the church gave him a taste of his medicine, what I found interesting is the shit that he was telling him to get away from him. Okay. And I'm saying, hold on now. He's on a public sidewalk, which that individual pointed out himself. He's on a public sidewalk, just like you are. He could stand there and so be it. Okay. Let's jump into the video. It'll explain a lot what I'm trying to point out. Let's get into it.
Doesn't look too active, but you never know, guys. It's always the ones you don't think.
That's loud.
Is that them or no?
I hate it when he goes to places that I've been before. Ugh.
Yeah.
Can we help you with something? Hi. You speak English?
Erika Hamar, Shandushala. Erika. Shandu.
And the worst part is they call what he's saying, they call that Shanduli, and his fans love it. They encourage him to do it more. What the hell is wrong with these people that they think this is good stuff and they want him to do it more?
They're children.
Yeah, they're like a bunch of little kids.
His audience has to be people that are still in high school, junior high kids. I can't imagine grown adults thinking that this is good content.
We got Frauditor Troll in the house. What's up, Troll? Yeah, his Shanduli is garbage, nonsense, crap. Abby Pullman, what's up? Didn't say hello to you either. It's entertaining. We want to be entertained. Yeah, but what about the victims? What about the people they're doing this to? Like, I don't find this entertaining. I just find it infuriating.
Shandu. Erika.
LJ Sings, what's up? How is this supporting anything? Well, Troll, thank you very much for stopping by. I always appreciate the support. We were actually talking about you earlier. We were going over the whole mass hole dumpster fire from last night. Yeah, that was just crazy.
Yeah,
But
I think, bro, Frauditor, I think you gave that way too much attention, than what it needed.
it was an asshole that gave
You
it too much attention. That's the problem.
No, I'm saying like after you said that you retracted the statement and you knew what was correct and what wasn't. That was enough. All that going back and forth with Masshole was it just useless. It doesn't make sense why
Oh, the
they
actual
kept
argument on
going on
there.
that. But you did everything correct, man. I don't understand what that was all about.
Well, yeah,
You
he went up there to defend himself, and to admit. And this is the thing, and I said this then, like this is what I was saying earlier, Troll. The fact that it was during the same live stream where you were like, "Whoa, wait a minute, I better cut this off because whatever." But yeah, exactly. The fact that you admitted right off the bat, what happened and everything, it was drawn out way too far by everybody else. You tried to put a squash on it immediately, like, oop, wait, no, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, take it out, whatever. But that's all it was. Yeah, it was crazy, but yeah,
that's what I mean is that you
it
made
was
it you
too
made it
much.
clear from day one that your channel is an entertainment channel. You never claimed to be a journalist, and any information that you put out there, you cite your sources. So you've done all of your due diligence, and for anybody to try to put you out on the ringer or try to like say that you're out there making claims that you're not you're just throwing out claims and stuff like that. It's like, come on, what are you doing, really? Like, it's not. There's. I just can make so many cases for other things that have happened that have not been brought up. That all of a sudden that this has to be some sort of target. It just doesn't. All of that stuff doesn't make sense. It seems like an overproduction. But you did
Yeah.
everything
Well,
right, bro.
real quick, I just want to sort of, because a couple people are saying they don't know what we're talking about. They obviously weren't here earlier. We got LJ Sings and Witch of Heart are asking. Basically, what happened was a while ago, Frauditor Troll was on a live and he was talking about Long Island audits, and somebody told him that it gets kind of complicated, but basically he said something that Troll said something on his live stream that he found out wasn't accurate. So he's like, "Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, I didn't, it turns out that's not true or whatever." Well, then yesterday, Masshole did her whole stream was about calling out Troll for saying something that was inaccurate. So Troll came up on her stream to try and explain his side of the story, and it became a dumpster fire, just like, the drama stuff on Masshole's channel always becomes a big dramatic thing. And it turned into this big, huge thing. And it's like, look, at the time that it happened, the second Troll found out that what he was saying wasn't necessarily accurate. He admitted that it wasn't, and that was it. It should have been done right there, but whatever. So that's it's you could rewind it and see the whole story. It was the first thing I covered this morning. But anyway, let's get back to making fun of SGV. He's fun to make fun of because we all know that he's a piece of crap.
Shandu. Film in everything.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Before the approachment.
wait a minute, real quick. I just want to say, look at what we just saw and heard in that last few seconds. Does it not make you feel better as an American that people like him are out there doing this? Isn't this country better because people like him are out there doing this? Don't you sleep better at night knowing that people are out there doing this? Let's watch that once again and see. I'm so proud of this American hero for doing this. You know how wonderful and beautiful this is for our freedom. Exposing the government tyranny.
Shandu.
Look at the tyranny he's exposing.
Shandu. Filming everything. Before the approachment, you saw that?
Get that tyrant. Teach that government a lesson.
Nut.
That'll
Very
teach
good.
government transparency.
Very good. Shandu salah rakah maheran. Salah rakaham. Rakah maheran. Shandu.
Disrespecting a religion by speaking like another religion's language in a country that separates religion from government. It's no better trifecta than that, right? In the offensive boards, right? That's like the offensive trifecta right there.
Yeah, and it still blows my mind that he does that, what he calls Shanduli language, and he hasn't been canceled. Like, how does he get away with it? I mean, first of all, how's anyone supposed to believe that they don't do this specifically on purpose to elicit a negative reaction? How are we supposed to believe that he doesn't purposely go out of his way to do this to be offensive? And how are we supposed to believe that this in some way exposes government tyranny? It's a church. It's not a government entity. Church and state, two separate things. Like, what does this have to do with any of the things that First Amendment auditors supposedly stand up for? It's just someone being a dick and filming themselves being a dick for YouTube views. That's all it is.
Yeah. It's
and his fans love it.
Very good. Very good. Your mother. Very good. There it is. Another one bites the dust. He couldn't understand what I was saying, so he decided to walk away. Shandushallah haraka hamahera. Inshallah shandushallah haraka hamahera. Heraka haraka hamare inshandu. Very good. Very good. Everything. Very good, much good, everything. Shandushallah haraka hamaheret. Inshallah. Very good. Very good. Shandu. Very good. Everything good here. Shandu. That was nice.
All right. Once again, like every single person that walks past him, he starts right? How do his fans believe that he's not purposely going out of his way to bait these reactions? Then when he gets a reaction, the person who's reacting is this big, horrible, evil, rotten, no good person. How dare they? And it's like, how do his fans not see what we just saw, the actual video itself? Every single person that walks past him, he engages. They came up to me. He's engaging them as they walk past. They're just going to church, minding their own business. He's the one who's provoking. He's the one who's poking the bear. He's the one who's looking for trouble. How can you not understand that that's what he's doing? The stupidity is ah.
Yeah,
And
at this point, all I got is expletives, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, when watching SGV, it's hard nowadays with the new terms of service. You can't swear as much, but when you're watching SGV, all you want to do is swear.
How we doing?
Cut.
New Year's. Filming?
Yeah. Oh, you forgot the line?
I forgot the lines.
Yeah.
No lines.
All right, carry on. He's not the one. This is the wrong guy. Director, go ahead and send character 17, sidewalk walk, down the street into the church. Yeah, I got you. Send him through. This is the wrong guy. Go ahead, man. Carry on. Carry on. Have a good day.
Carry on what?
Carry on. Kick rocks.
I'm on the sidewalk, man, just like you.
Oh, okay. Well, hang out then.
Yeah, totally.
What's your name?
Richard.
Tell me now. Last name.
Dozinia.
Let me check the list. Hold on.
Yeah, check the list, your bullshit list you have. Yeah. And all the guys.
Yeah, you're not on the list.
Yeah, I know.
You were never on the list.
Yeah.
We asked for middle age, not at the end of life. Not midlife
ZZ Top
crisis.
died a long time ago.
We didn't ask for midlife crisis, man.
Exactly. I love it. You're pretty smart.
Thanks. You ever heard of Rogaine? You use it? Oh, good.
Obviously, you did on your chin.
Obviously,
Came out
right?
pretty good, huh?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's actually spray on. Why don't you try it?
Why are you talking?
Why are you talking to me? You stopped on me. You came up to
I'm
me. If
standing
you
right
don't
here
like
the
it,
same
walk
sidewalk
away.
you're
Kick
on.
rocks, man. Kick rocks.
No.
Cry baby.
Why don't you move
You're
on?
the one that came up to
Move
me.
on.
You
Move
came
on.
up to me and
Move
stopped
on.
right here, right in
Move
front of
on.
my camera.
I
So
am
kick
going to
rocks.
stay here
Get
all
out of
day.
here.
No, you get out of here.
Oh,
It's not
make
your
me. Why
sidewalk.
don't you make me?
Why should I?
Yeah, why should you? Exactly. I have every right to be here, just
That's
like you,
exactly
punk.
right.
Get out of here,
I'm
punk.
not a punk. You're the punk, overweight.
Cry baby.
Anytime you're ready.
Anytime you're ready.
Morning.
Yeah. People are like, well, Hezokuai's laughing. I'm laughing at the stupidity, and I'm laughing at how great this guy is calling out SGV on his dumbness. And I want to go back and show their initial interaction again, because this is a perfect example of what I always talk about, right? With the false narrative building and the nonsense. It's like, and I love the fact that he's all about telling this guy, move on, get out of here. But I thought you were fighting for the right to stand on a public sidewalk and do whatever you want. So he's standing on a public sidewalk. Why does he have to leave? And who are you to tell him to leave? Like, why are you the boss? Because you're holding a camera? Now that gives you the right to tell people what to do and to bark orders at people?
Yeah, tell me this guy's internal soundtrack. This guy right here. Tell me his internal soundtrack isn't on the day I was born and they all gathered round.
That's
I'm
right.
back to the bone.
Yeah, if they got into it,
Boom,
this guy would
bam.
destroy SGV in a second just because he's wearing a suit and making fun of him and making fun of his hair and trying to. How is insulting someone not baiting? Come on, man. Let's watch the interaction again and how SGV paints a picture, of course, with their false narrative building that this guy's some horrible, evil jackwagon when SGV is the horrible, evil jackwagon.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot the line?
I forgot the lines.
Yeah.
No lines.
All right, carry on. He's not the one. This is the wrong guy. Director, go ahead and send character 17, sidewalk walk, down the street into the church. Yeah, I got you. Send him through. This is the wrong guy. Go ahead, man. Carry on. Carry on. Have a good day.
Carry on what?
Carry on. Kick rocks.
I'm on the sidewalk, man, just like you.
Oh, okay. Well, hang out then.
Yeah, totally.
What's your name?
Richard.
Tell me now.
Richard.
Last name.
Dozinia.
Let me check the list. Hold on.
Yeah, check the list, your bullshit list you have. Yeah. And all the guys you have.
Yeah, you're not on the list.
Yeah, I know.
You were never on the list.
Yeah.
We asked for middle age, not at the end of life. not a
Oh,
midlife
ZZ Top
crisis.
died a long time ago.
We didn't ask for midlife crisis, man.
Exactly. I love it. You're pretty smart.
Thanks. You ever heard of Rogaine?
Now, I want to kind of break this down a little bit because look at how, again, I'm going to rewind this a little bit, but I'm going to talk while we're watching it because there's something I want to point out here. Now watch this.
Character 17, sidewalk walk, down the street into the church. Yeah, I got you.
What's he doing?
Send him
He's standing
through.
there,
This
man.
is the wrong guy.
He's not even saying anything. Not even
Go
paying
ahead, carry on.
attention.
Carry on. Have a good day.
Carry on what?
Carry on. Kick rocks.
I'm on the sidewalk, man, just like you.
Oh, okay. Well, hang out then. What's your name?
Did you see that? He looked
Tell me
away.
now. Last name.
And then
let me
SGV
check the list. Hold on.
re-engaged.
Yeah, check the list, your bullshit list you have. Yeah. And all the guys you have.
Yeah, you're not on the list.
Yeah, I know.
You were never
Who?
on the list.
SGV has to keep it going. Now watch. He's going to
That's
disengage.
for middle age, not
SGV
not
keeps
at
it
the end of
going.
life. Not,
Every time he
midlife
tries to
crisis.
disengage, SGV brings him back
we
into
didn't
it.
ask for midlife crisis, man.
Exactly. I love it. You're pretty smart.
Thanks. You ever heard of
Minding
Rogaine?
his own business.
Use it? Oh, good.
Obviously, you did on your chin.
Obviously,
Came out
right?
pretty good, huh?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It's actually spray on. Why don't you try it?
Why are you talking to me?
Why are you talking to me? You stopped on me. You came up to
I'm
me. If
standing
you
right
don't
here
like
the
it,
same
walk
sidewalk
away.
you're
Kick
on,
rocks, man. Kick rocks.
No.
Cry baby.
Why don't you move
You're
on?
the one that came up to
Move on.
me. You
Move
came
on.
up to me and
Move
stopped
on.
right here, right in
Move
front
on.
of my camera.
I
So
am
kick
going to
rocks.
stay here
Get
all
out of
day.
here.
No, you get out of here.
Oh,
It's not
make
your
me. Why
sidewalk.
don't you make me?
Why should I?
Yeah, why should you? Exactly. I have every right to be here, just
That's
like you,
exactly
punk.
right.
Get out of here,
I'm not
punk.
a punk. You're the punk, overweight.
Cry baby.
Anytime you're ready.
Anytime you're ready.
Morning.
Yeah, he just threatened me with violence. He said, anytime I'm ready. This is your friend right here. This is your friend. This is your friend right here. Anytime I'm ready, he's ready.
It's a nice camera.
Yeah, thanks. You wish you
Still
could,
making payments on it?
You wish you could.
Oh, I'm busy today.
Rogaine. Somebody bring in the Rogaine. Director, send in the Rogaine.
You have a director?
Yep, he's down the street.
Oh, tell him to come on over.
Hey, director, come on over.
I'll bet you $100 you haven't got anyone but that tattoo on your nose.
Oh, good, good. Tattoo on my nose?
Yeah.
Are you stupid now or what?
No,
you're dumb and
you're
stupid?
thinking about it,
You're
aren't you?
dumb and stupid?
You're thinking about
You're
it.
dumb and stupid? Get out of here. I knew you were going to crumble and walk inside. Get back in there. Hurry up. Hurry up.
You know, you speak Spanish.
You know you're at church right now, right?
Yeah.
Is this your last sin before you go ask for
No,
forgiveness
it's not
or
my
what?
church. I'm walking down the street.
Get out of here, bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Get out of here, bitch.
Oh, no, I'm a male. Get that straight.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, you can't make me leave, and you never will.
Well, you were already walking away.
I'm right
Just
here, just
continue.
making sure I
Kick
stand in
rocks.
front of your camera.
Kick rocks,
Fill
man.
my
Kick
tummy.
rocks.
Come on.
This is entertainment. Go ahead.
It is. Fill
Keep
my
it up.
tummy.
Keep it up.
Fill my tummy.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Morning.
Good morning. This guy wants to fight me. This is your friend right here that wants to fight. For me standing out here with a camera. Is this your friend? Is this your friend? Shut up, crybaby.
And that's the other thing that these guys love to do. Oh, he's mad at me for standing out here with the camera. No, he's not. He's mad at you because of all the insults you've been hurling at him for the last 15 minutes. Not because you have a camera, but they always say it's because I have a camera. And it's never because of the way they acted while they were holding the camera.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but he's not the one that looks like a baby. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like SGV's throwing a little tantrum because somebody's ruined his little poop party that he's trying to throw right now.
Well,
And
yeah, but that's the problem is that this is the content, right? The confrontations are the goal. And that's why I get so mad when they complain about the confrontations. It's like, you know darn well that your whole purpose of there was to cause a confrontation. So don't complain when you get what you asked for. But they always
Right.
do.
I don't know. In Spanish, we have a saying, "El que se agüita pierde." The one that gets sad first is the one that loses. To
Right.
me, it
Well,
seems like SGV is getting sad first than this one right here, and that man has his number.
I know that this isn't technically correct Spanish, but I always say El Ducho Bagos. Dusha Canus. Oh, man. Dush
¿Qué
Canus.
dijiste?
Pendejo, cabrón.
Oh, hey, pendejo, cabrón, ¿cómo estás, güey? Hey, pásame las coronas.
Oh, no.
I am the director, dickhead. I'm the director, dickhead.
Yeah, that's right. Director, come on in, director.
Okay. Bye. I knew you were gonna walk away. I already knew it. It was already a given fact.
Yeah, because he has a life.
Hey, this guy's kind of irate right now. I wouldn't talk to him if I were you. He needs more than a hug.
Anyway, that's pretty much the end of it. From there, he just complains a little bit more. But like, the whole idea, like, that's one of the things that drives me nuts when they audit, especially when they audit regular people like this, and they talk about the walk of shame and, oh, you left and this and that. It's like, people have lives, people have jobs, people have families, people can't just stand on the corner all day. And then they always tout it like it's some kind of victory. Ha ha, he left before I did. I'm the winner. Ha ha. He left because he has a life. He left because he has things to do. They can't understand that there are people that have responsibilities on Earth.
Yeah, he's got a life. He's got a life.
Yeah. Instead of dealing with you all day, isn't it? So anyway, for my next video, I want to go back and I'm going to show one of my older videos just because I knew today we were going to get a little heavy, like with the Frauditor troll thing and then SGV and all that. So something that's actually fun to watch. I'm going to go ahead and play this again. Just, like I say, a little palate cleanser. And also because I know that I got some new fans in here that may have never seen this one before. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is one of my oldest videos, but it's a good one. It's a doozy. All right, is everyone logged in here? Let me see. Looks like we've got several people in. Let me just really quick check and see who we have here. Let's see. We have just when I say your name, just take an attendance at school, right? This is a classroom, so let's try and handle it with that similar decorum as you would when you were in school. So let's start with Hey, Quiet Lamb, thank you very much for the $1. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. How about Restaurant Guy?
Call me Honey. I don't have to give you my name.
Do we have PayPal Patty?
No, my name's Patrick.
Patrick, yes, that is Patty is short for Patrick. That is true. Yes.
You're making fun of my name.
No, I'm not. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Who's next? Let's see. We got according to this, I'm expecting Auditing America.
We'll let you know who we are when we're done conducting business.
Okay.
Are we in Nazi Germany or something?
When we're done conducting our business, we will give you all the information that you need.
Correct.
That's fine. Whatever. As long as I know you're here is the main thing here. Let's see. We have this. Let's see. We have Auditing the USA, Glenn Serio.
Go to fuck yourself, dude.
Okay.
Eat a dick.
All right. So you're definitely logged on, which is the main thing that we're looking for is that you are here. So we definitely do have that information. Now let me see. What else do we have here? According to my role, lawnmower guy.
You actually are committing a felony right now.
Okay. All right. So okay, you're here. You're here. So who's next? Let's see. According to the toilet roll, David Hall, are you here today?
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Ah, yes. Some people have the honor roll. You guys have the toilet roll. Let's see. We have the crazy guy from Hawaii.
The disclaimer type of knowledge of the facts is with disclaimer standing by this microphone of the documentation with the continuation of the evidence by this peaceful type of volition, period. The
Okay,
disclaimer type of knowledge of the facts is with avoidance of the boxes and the playing duties is with avoidance of the
all right.
perjury.
Yeah.
With this participation by the correct hyphen sentence
No,
hyphen
no,
structure hyphen communication hyphen passe hyphen syntax hyphen grammar.
Let's just put this
period.
on mute. All right, we got that taken care of, so we don't have to listen to that anymore. And I think that's pretty. Oh, we have the crazy fringe guy with the beard.
I am not a taxpayer because I am not a federal citizen. Federal law trumps state law at every turn. I have 9 judge rulings to that end, and that trumps state law. I am not registered crab. I am a living man, and I have the right to forage for food when I'm hungry.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start. Put these guys on mute. All right, we're gonna start now. I know that
My name is Mark Schmitter.
Anyway, so I'm here. The state sent me in to explain to you guys. Okay, let's start from the beginning.
So what you're telling me, as I understand, is where was I?
If you are here today, it is because there are several words that have been spoken to you in the past that you have argued. And they are words that. Real quick, it looks like we got Witch of Hearts here. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh no, always a pleasure with you. Always, I mean, you haven't been on here before, but I've seen you in so many other panels.
I know
It's great to have you.
I'm what you call the panel horse. I gotta be, I'm trying to censor myself as much as possible. I am at work though, so because I am actually a real auditor. So when I go into my stores and do beeping, if the mic is too hot, please don't hesitate to mute me. Just in case it gets too loud on my end.
I understand. You know, and that's funny because I always use that example too when people talk to me about, well, what do you call an auditor? It's like, well, you know, when I was a kid, I worked at Best Buy, and we would have the auditors come in and like go over the paperwork and the financials and stuff and audit, you know, the store to see if we were making money or losing money or what. It's like, that's an auditor. Some idiot swearing at people and insulting people on the street corner isn't an auditor.
Yeah, that's not a real one. Yeah, I just I don't really work with money. I would just work with products. Make sure products are on the shelf in different companies. So, yeah, it's a lot of driving, but I still love it. And yeah, I've been wanting to be on here forever. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, well, glad to have you. It's a pleasure. All right,
Yes.
so
if I don't make it happen, it never.
Hi, Jerry. How you doing, honey? All right,
it's been a while.
Continue. It really has. It has. I'm good. I'm good. I just breached my 200 subscribers on my channel, so thank you, everybody.
Excellent. Yeah, go subscribe to Witch of Heart, guys.
Yes, thanks. And also Playboys in Crime, if anybody wouldn't mind. That's the big one.
There you go.
What's up, Playboy? What's up,
What's up, Playboys? What's up, Playboys? So anyway, I did not mean to interrupt with my showing up in my presence. So please continue.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll get right back to it. Let's get this back on here. Here we go. Have been defined to you several times.
Thank you, Ken.
Again, if you're here, you've heard the definitions of these words. The words that we're going to cover today have been defined to you on several occasions. And you still, for whatever reason, do not actually understand the definitions of these words. So I'm here. I was asked by the state to come in and to try and give you guys examples, analogies, try to help you understand what these words actually mean. Today's word is going to be
jurisdiction.
Yeah, real quick. Jerry, you did get real quiet there.
He was plotting. He was
Uh-oh.
plotting to bring me on. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm. It's because once a new mic is introduced, I have to kind of balance out the volume so like I don't get that echo that everybody always blames me for.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. That's
Am I getting
you're
louder?
echoing
Am I
right
louder?
now, and you're roboting too. What?
Is he?
I'm roboting now too, huh?
Not
Oh.
now. You were for a second though.
Okay, but am I louder?
Oh no, I can hear you a lot clearer. I can definitely hear you a lot clearer than we used to.
Yes.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. As long as I'm good, I'm good. I'm
You're
good.
good.
We're
You're
good.
good.
We're
You're-
good.
We're good. Everything's good. Good.
All right.
Good. 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 Good.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all
It's
right.
all good. It's all right. It's all right.
Yes.
I got another question, may I?
You guys keep making up these bullshit laws and rules.
Wait a minute, I got another question.
I don't.
You tell me.
What?
Let's see.
No. Okay. Listen.
Thank you, Ken.
We're gonna go ahead and start. Maybe I need more light in here. It seems that some of you guys are saying you're having trouble seeing me here in the chat. Let me open this window a little bit for you. I'm sorry that we have to do this through Zoom. It's, with the COVID and everything. Yeah, I don't get into that. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm going to just jump right in. So let's say that the first example that I wanted to use is one in which you are pulled over for driving, and
You said that you used the term driving, and I was traveling, sir.
right. Okay, all right. You know what? That is my fault. I admit that. Actually, when you look at our itinerary here, driving is actually one of the words. Traveling, actually, is one of the words that we are going to cover in a future class at some time. So that will come up. We will get into that, but not today. Today, we're just talking about jurisdiction. So if you don't mind, just maintaining your attention on that particular word, that phrase, and we should be able to go ahead and move forward.
I feel like
All right,
frauditors have worse ADHD than I do.
They do. They're it's and this is one of the things that I always say though. It's all part of the game too. It's not just that some of them really do have an issue with that, but I see it as like if you actually study old school con man technique, it's all about talking fast and asking questions and then asking other questions while their brain is still processing the first question to confuse, discombobulate them and make them say the wrong thing. Like it's all done very much on purpose. And it's a technique that's been around forever. And that's why it's a con, why it's a scam, and why it's a fraud, right? It isn't just their lack of an ability to pay attention, but purposely going out of their way to break everything, to break your train of thought so that they can confuse you on purpose. It's all part of the game. It's a scam.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to take the car out of it completely. Okay, forget the car. We're not talking about cars anymore. It's not a thing. Okay, we'll knock that out. We're done. Okay. So let's say you are a person on a bicycle. And
I'm not a person, I'm an individual.
Yes. Okay, I should have known. I apologize. That's my fault. You look at our itinerary. Person is also another word we are going to cover in a future class. So we're going to have traveling. We're going to have person. I should have known that if I said person, you guys were going to freak out.
I am secured party under a UCC filing at the Secretary of State 201-308-717-006.
Right.
Do you think he just like made up those numbers, or he did actually
Okay.
memorize them?
We're going to cover that
Who
in a future
knows?
class.
He's
I've been
an
trying to
idiot.
tell you this, okay? Today we're talking about jurisdiction. So I have to come up with a whole new thing from scratch because you guys don't want to listen to what I'm trying to tell you. And okay, all right, okay, I'll calm down. I'm sorry. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm.
Oh my God, you're like me when I go over somebody's quote unquote
Okay.
history lessons.
We haven't even got started yet, okay? Jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means location. Jurisdiction is about physical location. I'll give you an example. An example that goes out.
I have to know the rules of jurisdiction.
An individual is traveling on a bicycle in, I don't know, Philadelphia.
No, I am not in the state of Pennsylvania. I am on the state of Pennsylvania. I'm not in the ground, buddy. I'm not dead.
Nice shout out to Philly, Hez.
Oh, thank you. I did that on purpose because when you see the clip I'm using,
I am not
in, I don't know, Philadelphia.
No, I am not in the state of Pennsylvania. I am on the state of Pennsylvania. I'm not in the ground, buddy. I'm not dead.
So I knew I was going to be using that clip. So that's why I mentioned Philadelphia, because he says Pennsylvania specifically. So I had to, make it match. But yeah.
Okay. I did not plan, there's nothing on the itinerary showing a plan to have to explain to you guys the meaning of the word in. I didn't think that was going to be an issue, but apparently it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the side. Maybe in the future, if we have time, if you guys let me talk, we'll have time at the end of the semester. Maybe we could cover the word in, because obviously you don't even understand what that means.
Now that bit, like if I ever redid this, there'd be some changes. That bit where I'm taking the sip, my original plan when I was filming it was that I was going to have a bottle of Jack Daniels, and every time they did that, I'd take a swig of
Oh
the
my
whiskey.
God, you'd be hammered. You'd be hammered at that point.
Well, I mean, it would have been a prop, but I mean, the point is, I didn't have it with me at the time I filmed it, so I'm like, oh, I'm just, because I didn't want to come up with an excuse not to make my video just because I didn't have a bottle with me at the time.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to jurisdiction, shall we? Okay, and get this class actually started. Now, how am I going to say this? Oh, so that you guys will actually let me speak. Okay. An individual is traveling on a bicycle within the boundaries of what is considered a particular location. Okay, let's go back and say, for example, I'm from Chicago. So let's use Chicago as an example. Okay, you're in Chicago. You're riding a bicycle on the sidewalk. There's people walking around. It's crazy. You're causing a dangerous situation by riding on the sidewalk. So a uniformed Chicago police officer.
I'm sorry, real quick. I am back. I don't think I said hello to you earlier. Just want to make sure I acknowledge everybody.
Comes up to you and tells you that you are causing a dangerous situation. He writes you a citation for riding your bicycle on the sidewalk instead of in the bike lane. Okay.
I don't understand. I would like to know what jurisdiction we are under.
The citation that the officer writes you has the information. It proves jurisdiction. It has the name of the officer, which can be traced by the court to find out that he is indeed a Chicago police officer. It has the location, the address of where the alleged event occurred, which is in the city of Chicago. And the court with the court date and the address on the citation is going to be in the city of Chicago. If you're in Chicago, if you're physically located in Chicago and you're stopped by a Chicago police officer, jurisdiction is implied by your physical location. Do you understand?
But it also violates my civil rights.
What?
It violates my religion.
What do you got? What?
It grants two different criminal jurisdiction. One is a criminal jurisdiction under common law, and the other one is criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunals under yes, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution.
I just explained to you exactly what it means. How can you not? Okay, all right. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna give you guys an actual explanation of something that doesn't include jurisdiction, right? Where you actually can make the argument that jurisdiction is not a thing. All right, let's say that you're riding your bicycle in Chicago and you get stopped by a Milwaukee police officer. He's off duty and he just happens to be in town and he writes you a citation. He does not have jurisdiction. Now, when you're in court, you could argue jurisdiction. You could file a motion for lack of jurisdiction, and possibly because he was not a Chicago police officer, the judge may find that there is no jurisdiction, there's a lack of jurisdiction, and your case will be dismissed. But
did you swear to protect the thin blue line or the Constitution, sir?
That's not what we're talking about.
I don't know what y'all's problem is. I really don't.
I thought that was Jerry for a second talking.
What?
Oh no!
What? I don't. What are you people saying to me?
Cocksucker.
Okay.
All
right.
Listen. Wait a minute.
Jurisdiction is implied based on your physical location. Okay, it has nothing to do with any of the things you're talking about.
David Hall is a person. I am a private individual. David Hall is a person.
All right.
Headphone.
I get it. You don't understand. Neither do I. You know what? This is stupid. You guys are never going to understand. You don't listen. You don't listen. You do not listen. That's your problem. You're never going to learn. That's why they wrote it on a freaking toilet roll, because you guys are... I quit.
No way. Get back here and finish this. Hey, get back here and finish this.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it so much.
Yes. That was one of my original videos. Started back in the day. Yeah, that's something that I would like to do an updated version of, because I talked in it about like there would be more classes. Maybe I should have another one. And with how far I've come as far as editing is concerned, since then I could do a lot more to make it smoother. And because I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, I had a bit where I didn't even have the footage I was looking for. So I just did a voiceover to some still images. And like, there's a lot of other things I could do to make it better next time. But yeah, that was fun to make. And I love it. And I have people, especially obviously Rogue Nation in the chat, talking about, yeah, but what about subject matter jurisdiction and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, if you're in a civil court for a civil action, that is subject matter jurisdiction. If you're in an appellate court for a civil thing, then maybe you could make an argument for subject matter jurisdiction. But these guys will just say that no court has any jurisdiction at all because they just decided that they won't accept anyone's jurisdiction no matter what, period. Any comments?
That's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works.
No, it isn't. It is in their heads, but they think they know everything and they don't know anything.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is. It's clear as mud. Yeah, it's crazy the way these guys think, and the things that they do is just so beyond comprehension. Sometimes it's I
Oh
try
yeah,
so
that
hard to.
yep.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
No,
what were you gonna say?
that's like I said, that's how I feel when I watch somebody and need to, correct his history lessons. That's exactly how I feel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, it's not so much that you're correcting it. It's more or less like, it's just, it's just wrong. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
it is. It's just flat out wrong. Yeah, it's not like, okay, that's right, but you gotta miss this little part right here. No, it's flat out wrong. Everything you had just said, like literally everything.
Yes. It's so. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I just love to know where he gets where he actually does his quote research. Like what websites, what books, what are you looking at that makes you like think that this is what it is? Like I don't understand. Like,
well, it realistically, I mean, obviously for most of these guys, it just comes from watching other Frauditor videos or sovereign citizen videos or whatever. But where it actually comes from is there was a guy named Mark Stevens back in I think it was in the 70s who
oh yeah. I remember. I remember that guy.
Yeah, and he wrote literally the sovereign citizen script. And 90% of the arguments these guys come up with almost are word for word from the Mark Stevens script. Even if they don't realize that. They heard someone else quoted, who's heard someone else quoted, who, that's where they brought it from. That, and then, of course, the whole infamous Black's Law Dictionary, which to me is hilarious because if you look actually in Black's Law Dictionary itself, and this is one of my biggest things that I love to point out, is that they love to say that in Black's Law Dictionary, it says you have to be employed while driving for it to be considered driving, not traveling. But in Black's Law Dictionary itself, if you look up the definition of employed, it says basically doing something. Like right now, I'm employed in live streaming. If I pick up my phone, I'm employed in holding the phone. It's literally doing something. So the Black's Law Dictionary itself goes against the arguments they use Black's Law Dictionary for. But they don't, just like Poster 7, they don't look at the whole thing, right? They just look at the one sentence that applies to their argument and ignore everything else.
Yeah, it's all cherry picking.
Oh, absolutely. Just like with the whole, all the United States is a corporation argument, right? And then they point to the UCC that says that. It's like, yes, in that UCC, what you're pointing to is one that specifically deals with interstate trade with Washington, D.C. Like, if you're not engaged in trade with Washington, D.C., then that UCC doesn't apply at all. So you can't just say, oh, U.S. is a corporation because this UCC says it. But the UCC is only regarding specifically that. Were you bringing a truckload of supplies to Washington, D.C. to sell them when you got pulled over? No. Well, then that UCC doesn't apply to you. Like,
truckload of something.
Yeah, truckload of stupidity.
Right? You're sitting there like, bruh.
Some of my friends are stupid on that truckload.
Oh, P. Barnes II's in the house. What's up? I love he's got his little taser as his avatar there. Good stuff. Oh man.
P. Barnes,
Mitch Norris is
awesome.
also in the house. What's up?
What's up, Mitch?
Yeah. But yeah, it's just it gets so ridiculous and the arguments are so crazy. But again, it's one of the reasons why it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger as it's going. And like I've said it before, at this point, it's beginning to get crazier out there with these guys because they have sort of, and I was talking about this a year ago, how they started going more and more into auditing regular people, right? And my whole thing, which I actually have a chapter in my book specifically about it. Plug in my book. Here we go. This idea that, we want to audit the cops. So they go and they do it, and they do it, and they do it. And it's gotten to the point where the police have been trained to ignore these guys. They're specifically told to ignore them So now that's when they started going more and more towards auditing regular people, so that the regular people have to call the cops, forcing the cops have to answer the call. So now they're forcing that interaction that the cops aren't going to give them. And now it's getting to the point where people are starting to realize the cops are just going to say, oh, well, you can film and let them go. And so now people are starting to take it into their own hands. And we're seeing all these people grabbing people's cameras and attacking frauditors and this and that. And it's like, well, what do you expect? If it wasn't for the camera, if you acted this way, you would take a beating 90% of the time.
Right.
Again.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily like trying to encourage violence. It's just being realistic. If you talk that way to somebody, they're going to knock you out. But now because you're hiding behind the camera, now all of a sudden it's okay.
You know what is it also there's also another problem that's pushing on this that makes it difficult for things to get settled in a much easier way. And it's because everybody dances around these guys' wannabe activism, and they throw out words that are politically charged, so that when people engage with them, they do it in a manner that has a light touch, that's sensitive. And so that's what gets frustrating. That's where the frustration is happening, where people are not understanding why the law can't do this or the law can't do that, right? Because they're just frustrated at the moment, because that's what they do. They create these engagements to create frustration at the moment. So nobody's thinking in a more sophisticated, more high intellect type of way. But the truth is that if all you did was understand certain doctrines and understood how things worked, especially within businesses, you would know that they have no leeway in whatever the hell they're talking about. Because it's simple. You're going into any public building, public space, whatever it is, it has a particular purpose. You have to go there for that purpose. You have to fulfill that purpose or not be there. That's, if you don't do that, it's either loitering or you're trespassing. One or the other. And you can one or the other can happen. And the thing is that there is no there shouldn't be anybody coddling to these people. It should already be known what they're there to do. But that's the thing, is that there's always going to be somebody who's going to be like, well, no, you have to look at man. Somebody playing both sides of the fence. And the thing is that there's no fence here. They're trying to create content. They're not coming in good faith. They're not.
Part of the problem with that too is that normal, well-adjusted humans within a society have a certain amount of empathy. And that's one of the reasons why I think it's important that we do what we do, is to put it out there to the public to know where these guys are coming from, because you're trying to empathetically deal with someone who has no empathy. And they don't.
Exactly.
The average person walking down the street doesn't understand where these guys are coming from. They think that if I tell you, hey, I don't like being filmed, you'll actually be a human and say, oh, I'm sorry, I won't. No, that's not the reaction they're going to get. And then they don't know what to do. Like, well, wait a minute. This person doesn't know how to act like a human? No, they don't.
Yeah, well, that's where I think it feels, at least it feels on one side, that it's getting crazier or whatever, because it seems like they're getting their way, but in reality, it's not. That's not what's happening. What's happening?
Okay, real quick, hold on. I want to address something. Hey, Rogue, what you should do for that is you should focus on people who, because I always say this, like, nobody is going to be handcuffed and locked in jail for cheating on their spouse, right? So what you should do is you should focus on going after people who are doing that and making fun of them for being hurt emotionally because they got cheated on, because emotions aren't laws, right? So, like, if you want to focus on people crying about someone doing something illegal, why don't you focus on people crying about being cheated on? Because technically that's legal. It's the same idea. It's this basic concept. Like, well, excuse me that your feelings are hurt. Like, what the hell's your problem that you're so sad and whiny and crying just because I came in here and called you a bitch and an idiot and a moron and insulted you and did all these things to hurt your feelings? It's like, because you're doing all these things to hurt their feelings. Like, well, feelings don't matter. Well, then you're an unfeeling, unempathetic, inhuman piece of trash. All right, that's it.
Yeah,
And
right. I
they
mean,
don't care. They don't care.
No, exactly.
I mean, we can, you know, in science, there's a control, right? There's a control experiment, and we can easily see a control in this experiment right here. See, if all we did was go to where's Rogue Nation? What's your name?
He's in
If we
Florida.
go to if we go to Rogue Nation's name and we put him in timeout, I wonder how he feels about that. Oh no, feelings don't matter, right? I'm
No,
just
he
doing
doesn't
something
care.
legal. I'm legally able to time you out of the chat, so that it
You know
shouldn't
what?
matter to him, right?
Actually, now that I think about it, while he's here, Rogue, what the hell was that fake accent you were putting on the other day? What was that supposed to be? Sometimes it sounded like you were making fun of Chinese people. Sometimes it sounded like you were making fun of European people. Who were you trying to be racist against with that fake accent the other day, Rogue?
He
Oh, I
sounded like
just
he was
thought
trying
it'd
to
be
be German.
funny. Nah. Always making jokes at the expense of the other people because screw them. All that matters is the guy with the camera. Everybody else in the world needs to just die.
Hey, Hez, I just had an idea for a video.
Yes.
So I'm going to buy your book.
Yay.
And then I'm going to read it. And I'm going to go through different frauditors and almost teach it like they did a book report. Like, all right, guys, did you do this part? And then play a clip of them doing that particular thing. I'll be like, very good. And then go to the next one and say,
That's a great
somebody
freaking idea.
didn't do it. And I'll be like, well, that's a demerit for you. And like kind of score people off and stuff. Like that just occurred to me like right now.
Email me. We could like collaborate on that. That'd be fantastic.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
that
yes,
idea.
absolutely. I will absolutely email you.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. Oh, that's so cool. I wish I thought of it, but that's I said. I'll be happy to work with you on it. Like, you know, if you need some
that'd be
clips or
great.
whatever. Yeah. We even got I don't know if you're aware, but Kick did a reading of my book on his channel. He did a live stream where he was reading it. Yeah. So I mean, he didn't read the whole thing, but like there's a lot. Oh man, see, now you got my gears rolling. There's so many different things we could do with that. Definitely email me. That's a great idea. I love that.
We can make it like a whole like YouTube series.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be beautiful.
Right. And then like take one frauditor at a time, see what they did, and then like maybe the next episode do the other one, and then when we figured out we did enough, we'll rate them.
Yeah, the more they follow the book, the higher the score.
Exactly.
I love it.
An actual shit list, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Oh man, that would be hilarious. Oh, I love that idea. That's brilliant. See, I knew it would be great to have you up here. Yes.
All right. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You've been one of the, like I said, because I always see you in other people's streams all the time, and you've been one of the. I saw you in Vegas Valley even the other day. Like you make the rounds,
Oh yeah, Vegas and I are cool. Granted, he's got his stuff that he knows that I don't agree with. Like we know that we don't agree on a lot of things, but in the end, no matter what debates we have or whatever, like we still end up cool. And I respect his channel, and I don't ever tell him, yo, bro, like don't do that. Like no, that you do you, man. I'm not gonna agree with it, but you do you. That's my attitude.
Yeah,
but no, he could be a cool guy. He could be a super cool guy.
That's one of the things. Like I always talk about Joe Cool. Like he shows up here sometimes, and I've always gotten along with him just fine, even when we disagree.
I love Joe Cool. I'm sorry, I love Joe.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's a good guy. I mean,
he's so awesome.
Joe Cool is cool. He is cool. I just think sometimes he jumps the gun a little too quickly. Like sometimes I feel like he gets bothered a little too fast, but he is a really nice guy.
Well, the thing about him is that even though he's firmly on the other side of the fence, he's still open-minded. Like if we bring up like a legitimate argument, he will actually listen to it. That's one of the biggest problems I have with so many of these guys. When I've tried to talk to them in the past, is like if you bring up something, they don't even want to hear it. Like if you talk about someone getting, pulled over and getting a ticket, they won't even let you finish your sentence because no, they didn't get a ticket. They were extorted by the evil government. It's like, no, are you going to let me finish my sentence? Joe Cool will actually listen to what you have to say. And if you have a point, he'll acknowledge that you actually have a legitimate point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'd agree with that assessment.
I agree with that assessment. I acquiesce to that request.
Yes, I acquiesce. Yes, that's beautiful.
I acquiesce.
Yes. It's amazing. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to catch up with the chat now. Seeing if there's
Camel smoking.
going on.
I actually used to smoke camels back in the day.
Oh,
and then,
boy.
Yeah, I know.
I hate those.
I smoked the camels super menthol, like the ones that crush.
The crush. I hate that.
Yeah.
That was too much.
Yep.
Then again, I was hooked on Newports forever, so.
No. But, I got pregnant, so I had to quit and never went back. So we're good to go.
Good. That's beautiful. Yeah, smoking is
My
bad,
ex-girlfriend
people.
used to smoke those crushes. She crushed my heart.
Wait, hold on, sis. Did you guys realize that by liking Joe Cool, you're completely ruining his career with other frauditors?
Good.
It's not about, look, okay, this is my thing. If it's too windy up, this is my thing. If you're a cool dude, like I may not agree on what you do, but I believe that everybody has redeeming qualities. Like, yes, everybody could be a POS at times. That's everybody. But if you're a POS all the time and never once have any sort of dignity or integrity or just be nice, like, then no. And I could think of 3 people off the top of my head who are like that, who are absolute POSs with no redeeming qualities. And I will say that I will take that to, and I will always think that way. Because, yeah.
Well, yeah, I always go through, like, when I talk about, like, Silence Boy or Casey Camera Boy or SGD News or Frickin' Media or guys like that, I always have nothing but disdain for those guys. But there's certain people where, and I said this earlier when I was talking about the Frauditor troll situation that went on the other day, like, my whole thing is, it always has been, look, I'm against the auditing, quote unquote auditing itself. Not necessarily, yes, it's what the auditor does during the audit that's the problem, but it's not the auditor. I'm not going after him. I'm not going after his family. I'm not going after it's the auditing itself and the way they handle the audit that I hate.
Yes, you're not going after the actual person. Well, I mean, what I mean by person, I mean like their background, their family,
well, right.
their
It's
all
what
that.
they
No,
do
that's
during
stupid.
the audit. Right. It's what they do during the audit that makes the audit bad. I said this earlier. Like, broken system, broken trust. Like,
that is
I
one of
never
them with
attacked him
no redeeming
purposely,
qualities.
but once he went to K-Far's house, that was
Ooh.
when he opened the door to take it to a whole nother level. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah, that's definitely one on my list. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been on Playboys and Crime Stream a couple times, and it was an absolute shit show each time because he just doesn't listen. Either he doesn't listen, or like, it makes me wonder if people like this truly believe in the things they say, or they're just doing it to try to, 1, aggravate you, 2, quote, cheat the system, or 3, because, they really do believe half the crap they say.
Well, that's always the issue with these guys sometimes that I have that's difficult to assess occasionally, depending on the person, is how many of them actually believe in the quote unquote movement and how many of them are doing it just for money. There's some that are absolutely clear. Like, for example, Silence Boy gloats about the fact that he just does it for the money. He's proud of that, you know, but in between, there's this whole group of guys who I can't decide if they really believe in what they're saying or if they're legitimately that stupid.
Right, exactly.
as far as BSBT is concerned, the way I see it with him is that he is trying desperately to look like someone who believes in what he's talking about and who is this great guy in his delusional mind. And so what he does is that he tries to pretend like he really is about the stuff that he's talking about, but really it's just all it is just this like a smoke screen so that you leave him alone, so that you so you don't hold him accountable for the things that he's doing, and also for the things that he's not doing. So if you tell him, like, what's going on with this, then he says, well, it's because the government and this and that and that and this, right? And so he has all of these things that he hears from everybody else about things that have happened, and so he puts them out there so that you don't bother him. And that's all he's ever done, is because he has an addict mind. He doesn't want anybody to bother him, but he also does not want to be a bad guy. So he says things that he repeats and regurgitates. He doesn't believe them, but in his mind, it'll make people believe that he is this good guy, and that's all he wants.
Here's what I get from him. There's that famous video where he's in a car with a bunch of other frauditors, and like he goes out and he starts that thing with the cop, and yeah, the cop went overboard in his reaction and all that. We could go into that all day, but the point is, when I was a kid, in my group of friends, there was always that one kid that all the other kids would be like, hey, go over to that cop with your beer breath and see if he says something, and then the guy will do it. It's like BSBT seems to be like the guy that, like, when the group of frauditors get together, they're like, we'll send him out to be the one that gets arrested, and he'll be the one who's dumb enough to do it. And then they laugh at their child, and they think it's cute, and he falls for it every time. But the thing that put him on my radar was the fact that, besides the fact that he loves to talk about me, he purposely goes out of his way to call me Hezokuai and say it wrong, and he knows he's saying it wrong. But yeah,
Right.
But the thing that put him on my radar was this whole idea. And again, I try not to go after anything outside of the frauditing, their personal lives or whatever. But the thing that put him on my radar was him supposedly fighting so hard to save his daughter from the evil family that got, when they got divorced or whatever, and they got the whole story behind it is a whole nother thing. But the point is, he was in a position, supposedly, if you believe his false narrative, he was in a position where he could have done something to, quote unquote, save her life. All he had to do was put the camera down for 5 seconds, and he refused to put the camera down. So it's like, okay, if you're telling me doing your audit is more important than the thing you're supposedly fighting for, then you lose credibility. Because if that's why you're doing this, is to do this, and they say, okay, fine, you know what? We'll let you do it. Just put the camera down for 5 minutes, and you refuse to put the camera down, then that defeats the whole purpose of what you're supposedly fighting for. Because to me, I got 4 kids. If I could do something that will save my children, and all I have to do to save them is compromise one little meaningless thing for 5 seconds, of course I'd do it. I wouldn't even think about it.
Right. Yeah, I normally don't bring in the issue of that subject, because I have heard him mention my child on his live stream a couple times. Even though I had never,
that's despicable.
Never brought up his kid. I've only brought up his kids when I'm talking to him. And even though I have said my child's name on a live stream, and I've said it myself, that doesn't give you permission to use that does not give you permission to say my child's name out of your mouth. I'm sorry.
Yep.
No, that's not how it works.
Well, even like just now, I mean, I try I put a lot of effort into trying to really choose my words carefully. And even just now, if you go back through everything I just said, I never said anything about his kid, right? It's the way he handles the situation with the audit. And that's the point. It's always, again, They always go back to, oh, well, I got arrested because I have a camera. Oh, these people freaked out because I have a camera. No, it's the way you act while you're holding the camera. It's the fact that you think you're above the law and everything else, and all the nonsense and well, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about because I talk about it every day. This is it, the whole point. And again, not. Oh, now Graham's talking about.
That's right, Graham. That's right. Keep my child's name out of your damn mouth. That's right. Just because I could, no.
Did you guys hear what Eddie Murphy said at the Golden Globes?
No.
Oh, it was great. It was great. So Eddie Murphy wins a Golden Globe for Lifetime Achievement Award. So he goes up there and he gives this big heartfelt speech. And the speech is all about all of the things that you have to do to be successful in life. And it's an inspiring speech and it's beautiful. And he's like, this is the blueprint you have to follow to be successful in life. And he's naming all these things and all these things going down to the number one most important thing you need to do to be a success in life. And when he finally gets to the last thing, he says, and the number one rule for being successful in life is to keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your damn mouth. That's great. Yeah, Eddie Murphy still got it.
He's still, I love him. I love him. Yeah, it's crazy. And like I haven't even been part of this community for it's been less than a year. I think.
Careful with that community word.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Community word. Careful with the community word. Careful. Careful now.
What's wrong with the C word?
I don't know. Apparently, you got to call something a community. I don't know. It's like
okay, fine. The watching Frauditor community, watching them. Okay, watch the watchdogs, whatever you want to go. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, real quick though. I just want to throw this in there because I know what Jerry's talking about. He's being sarcastic. We are a community. I got Judy Johansson in the house. What's up, Judy? You guys and my morning crew are my morning family. I love you guys, and we are a community. And I don't care what these other anti-frauditors that are anti-frauditors want to say about our community and how we're, we don't support each other and we're not together in this and that. That's all a bunch of garbage and nonsense. I'm where I'm at because Law Talk with Mike shouted out my channel. Vilified Freedom shouted out my channel. Schrodinger's Cat shouted out my channel. We all support each other. We're all together. There are rifts that happen here and there, but I mean, we're all humans. We all have lives. We all make mistakes, whatever. I love this community and I love you guys. And
I'm sorry,
I just had to throw
News
that
Now Enemy. I'm sorry. Did not mean to label you. Besides News Now Enemy. No, News Now Enemy is awesome.
And Articulo is in the house.
Oh my God, guys, this feels like a tribe. I feel like I'm in a tribe.
Oh my God, we're in a tribe. Holy crap. Holy crap. This is Hez's tribe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
goodness. Hez started it. This is Hez's tribe. This is
the Rash crew. Rise and shine with Hezokuai. Yes, we're like a Rash to the Frauditors.
Law Talk with Mike is how I found everybody. I found Law Talk with Mike. That led me to Kate. That led me to Skeptic. Led me to Bacon. Led me to everywhere. It led me to everywhere. So Law Talk with Mike was definitely the first one. So shouts out to Law Talk with Mike because he's awesome.
Yes.
I'm feeling the tribalism song. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
How did that start? How did that start? I noticed on my birthday stream that my chat was dominated by YMCA, and ever since then it's become a thing. All right.
I think Mark started it.
That makes sense.
Mark started it.
We'll give it to Mark. We'll credit Mark.
Yeah, he gets the credit.
We'll get the credit.
They're doing it now. Yeah. Well, and for anyone who doesn't know, I gotta say this again because Judy Johansson's in the house real quick. I just want to go full screen so I could show this. For anyone who doesn't know, this painting I keep on the wall behind me is a Judy Johansson original. She painted that and gave it to me as a Christmas present.
It's beautiful. That's an amazing job, Judy. You're so talented, for real. I'm so jealous.
And it's perfect timing too to bring that up because we were talking about the community. Look at that. She did that for me. How is this not a community, man? We support each other. We love each other. This is great stuff, man. I love you guys. All right. How do I get this back to where it's supposed to be? Here we go. Yeah. All right.
Judy, I'm sorry, but today they were just they were just getting too. There was just a little too much. They were derailing the stream a little too much. But I got you. I got you. It's all yours on the next one. Okay, you go ahead and do your thing. All right.
Anastasia's trying to start a new one because everyone's doing YMCA. So she goes, "How about it's just a jump to the left?
Yes, and a step to the right.
And a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips.
Pull your knees in tight.
The pelvic thrust, and then it drives you insane."
Yes, you insane.
I don't think you hit that note, Hez.
Oh man, yeah, that's why so many of my songs are instrumentals because I'm not much of a singer.
I love your songs, by the way. Where do you find them?
It's my music. The music I play on my channel is all my own original compositions.
No way.
Yeah,
dude, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Hez used to direct adult movies. Hez used to direct adult movies. So just
everyone
so you know
says that my funk song sounds like 70s porn music, which I think is
Oh
great.
my God, I love it. I love it.
I was thinking about doing something like with Spotify or iTunes or something to try and get my music out there, but
Yeah.
yeah. Michael X, what's up? Good to see you.
1 second, guys. I just pulled up to a parking lot, and just so everybody here, if you don't know me, that I am a real person. 2 seconds.
What?
I know.
We thought you were a bot. Yay! Hello. There she is in all of her glory.
Yes. Oh wait, hold on. Let me take that off. I don't want my work badge showing. And I used to do TikToks, and my work badge was showing, and my boss gave me like a lot of hell for it.
Oh no.
So can you do TikToks on your time off? I'm like, it takes like 2 seconds, and I was on a break, so I don't know what you're talking
about.
There you go.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Come on, do it.
There you go. She did it.
I did. I do it. Here, ready?
Okay, ready? Okay, ready.
YMCA. Oh no.
YMCA, that's little.
This is what my stream has devolved to. Oh no, the YMCA dance.
It's the winding down. It's the winding down.
Yeah. After all the heaviness of the Frauditor community and all the
I know.
craziness.
I missed the whole thing with Frauditor and Mass. Like, I have no idea. I'm not really on. Like, I'm on our Discord, but I'm not on it enough to know what's, the stuff that's going on and stuff. So I don't know.
Well, if you're not one of the cool kids, you're not gonna get.
I used to be, and then things kind of took a turn, and I'm like,
oh no. What happened was just a quick recap was that last night, Masshole's entire live stream was basically her calling Frauditor Troll out for trying to call Long Island Audits out because he made a mistake. And all right, so here's what actually happened. So Long Island Audits always tends to claim that he's never been convicted of any crime ever. And it turns out that Troll was looking into it and realized that he did have a conviction on his record. The problem was Troll thought he had two because there's a Sean Paul Reyes, but there's also somebody in the same area named Sean Reyes that's a different person. So he thought both of those convictions were the same dude and was talking about that on his live stream, found out one of them wasn't him. So that's all fine and good. But the one that wasn't Long Island Audits had to do with the sexual indiscretion, which makes it way worse than the other one. So Masshole Kate was like, wait a minute, you can't accuse somebody of that. That could destroy someone's entire life. So she was doing a whole live stream where she was trying to expose Frauditor Troll for saying that Long Island Audit did that. So then Troll came on to say, look, and it's true. He's on my live stream. When I said that, during the stream, I found out it wasn't true, apologized, admitted I was wrong, and cut off the stream right there. And now you, Masshole, talking about it are drawing more attention to it when I was trying to say, no, this was a mistake, I'm sorry, and move on. And so that was the whole thing that started the dumpster fire that became the big thing last night with Trolls or Mafia's Masshole's live stream.
So is that stream still is that Frauditor troll stream still up with him like admitting he
No,
made the
he
mistake?
took it down right then and there. The only reason
Okay,
I
so
know
he
is
already
because I
took
was
it
watching
down.
it live. Yeah.
So
He took it
how
down
long ago
immediately.
was that? How long ago was that?
I think it was last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago. It was like right around the same time that all of this anti-Long Island audit backlash started really hitting hard the last couple of weeks, where even the frauditors are going against him now.
Oh, that's right, because he apologized to a cop. God forbid.
Yeah, how dare you? So,
God, oh my God, how dare you apologize to a pig? Ugh.
And see, how does that not prove even more so how horrible these people are, that one of them actually one time acts like a decent human for 1 second and they're all going to attack him immediately. He's a pariah now because he did something actually almost decent for a
Thank you,
moment.
Art.
Oh, what did
Thank
Art
you,
say?
Art. Sorry.
Not just,
Art,
not,
Art said,
not just that. Not,
Oh,
not just
yeah.
that. Not just that, but one of them takes responsibility for his actions. He apologized because they charged him, and so as part of his plea agreement, he had to do the apology.
Yeah, how dare you take accountability?
How dare you pay your debt to society? You
Right?
animal.
Right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Don't you dare have the audacity to act like a human and to take responsibility for your own actions. We're no longer part of our community, you piece of garbage. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, things took a very, very strange turn, and I think it was since like I don't want to bring up the issue, but I think ever since
Yeah, go ahead.
PSPT was bailed out of jail, I think that's when things started kind of taking a turn. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, I have my opinions about that, but like I said, you do you. Like, as long as you do you.
Well, that's why because you're kind of new to the community, so you might not even know anything about this, but there's always been a sort of underground, sort of like in the background, this sort of idea, like, because we specifically are trying to call these people out and draw attention to what they're doing, that if anyone on our end ever does anything, it becomes this big, massive, huge ordeal, because it's like, how dare you guys go out there and talk about these people doing all this stuff when you guys do stuff too. And it's like, okay, it started, that whole thing started when there was somebody named, help me out, Jerry, or anyone in the chat if I forget, what was her name? Tried something.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. What was her name?
You're welcome, Michael.
Virgo Triad.
Oh,
Virgo Triad.
I've heard of her. Yeah, I've heard of her.
Yes. So the whole thing started going all the way back to the whole Virgo Triad situation, where she had a fire at her house and she legitimately had a fire. So she did a fundraiser to get money to help pay for the damages or whatever. And a Marvel Girl and Schrodinger and Vilified Freedom, everyone was in on it. The whole community came together. And this sort of even goes back to what Jerry was talking about with the community thing. The whole community came together to raise a whole bunch of money for this woman. And then Masshole did some research and found out that she wasn't necessarily using the money exactly the way that she was saying she was going to use it.
Right.
And that the damage from the fire, even though there legitimately was a fire, wasn't necessarily as bad as she said it was. And so then she became like a pariah in the community. And ever since then, it's sort of been like this whole underlying thing where it's like, ooh, what are these anti-frauditors up to now? What are they up to now? What are they doing now? And it's like, look, everybody has their own things. And one of my favorites was when Chili tried to attack Team Skeptic for his criminal record, and then other people sometimes going after Vilified for his. And it's like, none of us ever talk about anyone's criminal record except to make the point that you're going after cops because you're butthurt that you got busted for something. And instead of taking responsibility for your action and acting like an adult, you decide to dedicate the rest of your life to attacking cops. Right? not to say, oh, well, guys on your end have a criminal record too. It's not the fact that you have a criminal record. It's your response to it. Instead of taking responsibility for your actions, being an adult, you decide to become a frauditor.
Right.
Yeah. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And they always take everything we say and twist it, just like anything anyone else says. A cop, a lawyer, a judge, or us, they're going to twist it to fit their false narrative, try to take our words out of context, and make it sound like we're the bad guys or whatever, and we are a community. And just like any community, you got members of it. It's the same thing even with the argument I make about the cops, right? You get enough of them, you're going to find a couple bad ones in there. You get enough of us, you're going to find a couple bad ones in there. There was that whole shtick with the whole Dr. Dave thing and all of that stuff, right? There's always somebody somewhere trying to find something on us. And it's like, you know what? Here's what it comes down to. I understand that the people I'm dealing with are doing some really nasty stuff, and I'm going to point that out. And that's all there is to it. I'm not going to go whatever. It's
You're not gonna go after them like personally, like you're not gonna dox them. You're not gonna like go
No,
after
never.
their family. Like never. Like I don't even know why people do that. Like why if somebody says something that you don't like, you're automatically going to expose them and their like. I don't understand that mindset. And but yeah, and I know people who do that, and I'm like. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'll tell you that right now. Like, yes, I could do my research. I'm very good at doing my research, but I'm not doing that kind of research. So,
yep.
Don't
And
ask.
yeah,
it's just such a lack of class. It's lack of sophistication. It's just, I there's so many people, like in our daily lives that we deal with, and it's like. I don't understand why people get so crazy on the internet. It's like it's less personal. So you would think people would have a different kind of decorum because it's it just doesn't make sense to me. Why people lose their mind over a couple of words on the internet just as easily as you can call attention to it and bring a lot of people to it. You can easily not pay attention to it, and it's gonna be buried in the ether. I just don't see why they go wild over it.
I
exactly,
always
Graham.
like to
pointing out the stupid and moving on. Exactly.
That's it. I always try to use the example of, and I even did this because I got one of the different series that I work on my channel is the reviewing Frauditor videos where I play two different characters, like as if we're talking about them. The idea behind that came from, like, I'm looking at it almost like a movie reviewer would reviewing a film or whatever. It's like I watch these videos, I make commentary on these videos. You posted the video on the internet, right? As soon as you do that, you're open to commentary, and me coming and making comments on your video is not the same thing on me making comments on you, right? You put the video out there. If somebody wants to, in fact, Troll the Troll's done it to me, right? You want to take something that I posted on the internet and cut it up and do what you want with it? Go ahead. I don't care. I put myself out there. Don't come crying. Like you always complain about people crying about my camera, but you cry about anyone saying anything bad about your videos. Well, then don't put them out in the public where everyone can see them. We're in the public, right?
You know who actually did make a video about me? Dr. Dave.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I didn't take it personally. He told me not to take it personally. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know where I'm from. He's like, I just thought it was funny, and it was to get at somebody else. I'm like, okay. Now Dr. Dave and I are actually pretty cool. Like I've been on the panel a couple times, and I mean, yeah, he's got some questionable things, but when you talk to him one-on-one like a regular person, he's actually a pretty cool dude. Just saying.
I don't know. Just be careful. If you ever meet
you know me,
somewhere
Jerry.
the camera,
you know me.
Like, that guy. He likes to take pictures when people aren't looking. So just
Well, I'm also a few states away, so I think I'll be okay.
I think the big thing with Dr. Dave was that live stream where he got drunk and pulled a gun on Team Skeptic. That was what.
Yeah, that was messed up. That
Yeah.
was Dr. Dave. You're watching this. That was messed up. I'm sorry. That was messed up. I'm not gonna lie. That was, yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't, no, no.
Oh
no,
my
don't do
goodness.
I don't
that.
even.
Don't do
I
that.
feel like icky calling him doctor. Like, I just want to call him
I
like
know, but I know.
Dummy Dave.
No,
Like,
because
he's just Dummy Dave.
he's not dumb. I'm gonna give him that. He's not dumb. Yes, he's made some dumb decisions, but he's not dumb. Like
Okay.
he does his own research. But I know what you're saying, Jerry. And
Okay.
yes, he
Dummy
could be.
decisions, Dave.
There you
Dumb
go.
decisions, Dave.
Dumb decision, Dave.
Dumb
Triple D.
decisions, Dave.
Triple D.
That's the thing. The doctor thing is he's the beer professor, right? So
Right.
when he does his beer videos, it's like, there you go. That's his bread and butter. But he got into this whole frauditing thing or sovereign citizens, whatever, when he first started, and it's led to this, and that's fine. He's doing his thing. I was on his panel the other day. I mean, not on his panel. I was in his chat the other day, but he was. We were talking back and forth, and I've never had a problem with him personally either.
No, me neither.
Yeah, and it's the ones that I've had some. I don't really beef with people at all. The only situations I've had that became a thing were I was on Paul on Slaves panel, and again, I wasn't even beefing with them at all, but it was the whole thing with him and Broken System, Broken Trust, and Wolverine Transparency, and all these guys, where, and this sort of goes back to something I was saying earlier. You try to make a point, and every word you say or every word I said, they wouldn't even let me finish a sentence, because the second I say pulled over, they're like, oh no, the road pirates, we're trying to, okay, let me say what I'm saying. And then they were talking about like mask mandates or whatever. And when I say mask, they're like, no, you can't say mask. You have to say face diaper, and like, and it's like, are you going to let me talk? And then immediately they all start attacking me, like, attacking me, not my points, not the facts, not the issue. And then immediately I'm just like, see, it's like talking to a wall. They're not going to listen. They're just going to go to ad hominem attacks, and there's nothing they could say because they're wrong, and that's it. There's no argument there.
What does Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind always say? As soon as you go to the ad hominems, you immediately lose the argument.
Yep, that's exactly right.
That's what Sav always says. And Sav's another one. Sav's another one. Like, obviously, I don't agree with much of what he believes, but
he's an anarchist.
He's an anarchist and he's a flat earther. And but I've never, like, when I've been on his panel a few times, and we've always talked. He doesn't even like the word debate. We just talk. And so I'll ask him questions about certain things, and then I'll be like, well, what about this? And then he'll be like, well, it's because of this. I'm like, oh, okay. And then just move on. Like, I can't argue it because, one, I'm not a physicist or a scientist and know nothing about that stuff.
Well, and you know what?
But
know what? Most of the people that don't like debates are the people who don't have any argument for the things that they claim. That's why they don't like debates. I mean,
true. Or people who do have the argument and claim they're constantly being interrupted and can't make their points. Like,
yeah, well, that's one of the things, Jerry, specifically with Sovereign Soul, though, because I've been on his panel a bunch of times too, and this is the thing. Again, even though you might not agree at all with the things he's saying, and I definitely don't agree with most of what comes out of his mouth, he's willing to have the conversation. And that's the thing. Like, you can actually talk to the guy,
Yes, yes, exactly.
He might say something and you're like, well, no, that's not what it is. But he's willing to talk. And that's important, for both ends. Because Larry King once said, I never learned anything from talking, only from listening. Right. And it's like,
yeah, that's what they need to do more of.
Well, right. That's exactly. They need to listen more, but at the same time, it's like, I want to hear what they have to say. If all they have to say is ad hominems and garbage, then that's different. Like, I don't want to listen to that because that's nothing. The one thing that I will say, though, is if anyone says anything bad about me personally, if it's funny, it's funny. If it's a good joke, it's a good joke. I don't care if the joke's at my expense, if it's funny, but if it's just because you have nothing to say, that's just stupid.
Right. I mean, yeah, I got plenty of things that I know people can make fun of about me, and whatever. Like, if YouTube gave me one thing, it's a thick skin. Like, just don't bring my family, don't bring outside things into it, because I'm not doing that with anybody else. So that's always been my rule. But I've come into, like, I think on Brandon's stream, on B2 Life Explained stream, we had Afro Man on there, and you played that. You played that,
Yeah.
Hez. And when Afro Man called me a dumb C word, I was like,
Yeah.
and it did bother me, but I know Brandon didn't hear that, because if he did, he would have been gone, like,
Oh, yeah.
immediately. He would have been gone. But I know Brandon didn't hear it, and even afterwards, I think he messaged me. He's like, I didn't hear that. I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, I'm okay. It's fine. But that just goes to show the kind of kid that kid is. And then, of course, Kit comes and verbally eviscerates him, and it was just gorgeous.
Yes, that was great.
I was so
Oh,
happy
man,
to be
that's
there
a
for that.
classic
It was
moment.
wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yep.
Speak English, you smooth-brained koala.
Yes, that's one of the all-time classic lines. I loved that.
That was so amazing.
Oh man,
But I
that's
was
great.
fuming at this kid, and I'm getting messages on the Discord like, calm down, Kick is here, you know Kick is gonna do this. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm good. Because it's like kids' arguments, just like, oh, you're so stupid, you're so retarded, you don't know nothing. And we're like, really? That's gonna be your argument when you're not telling us why we're being stupid?
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's it. You see that so much nowadays too. Not just in our community, but in general. I watch these videos with debates and stuff, and it's always like, the one guy will make a point, and then the person on the other side will be like, "Well, that's wrong." Okay, why? Well, because I don't agree. It's okay. They have this thing where they talk about the difference between the truth and your truth. And
Right.
what did Peck say? But anyway,
Peck said, "Who the f is Larry King?" I don't know what we're talking about Larry King, but yeah.
When I mentioned that Larry King said that he never learned anything from talking, only from listening. But yeah, I don't know if you how long you've been following my channel, which the whole thing with Peck started a long time ago because he's from Australia, with people in the chat.
Yeah, I know Peck.
Yeah, well,
he isn't real.
With that
He's
comment though
not
about the
real.
Larry King, he's not real.
Australia isn't a real place.
Right.
Australia isn't a real place.
Don't you know, on the flat Earth it doesn't exist. The flat
I
Earth
remember
model
somebody tried to
doesn't.
say that to Irish. Somebody tried to say that to Irish Demon. He was on a panel and he said how he lived in Australia for 2 years. And the guy's like, "You're lying because Australia isn't real." And Irish is like, I really hope you're joking, because that's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life.
I'll tell you what. And here's the thing. And this kind of like, it's funny because like you were saying earlier, like if you're trying to talk to a flat earther about the flat Earth thing, and you don't like have the actual scientific knowledge and know-how or whatever to make your argument, but following the flat Earth scene, it's just like talking to frauditors about law. It doesn't matter if you do have the scientific facts. They're just going to say, "Oh, those are just a lie made up by the government anyway." So, like, even if you do have the facts, they're not going to accept them. They never accept the facts. Anything that doesn't fit their narrative is a lie.
Yeah, because then they'll say, "Where are their facts?" And I'll be like, "Well, I don't have any." Well, then you have no argument. But then if they say, "Where are your facts?" I'm like, they're right here. They're like, "No, those are fake."
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Like, I got nothing. I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
yeah,
it's right here, bro. It's right here.
Yeah,
like, where'd
you
get
can't
that?
fix stupid.
It's right here. In
It's
the
right
book.
here.
Conspiracy, sus. No.
Conspiracy. Yeah. They're all involved. They're all in on it. Like,
the entire scientific community is a government shill to lie about the Earth being flat. Why? Well, what do you mean? And that's the one question they can never answer. Why would they go through this much trouble to lie about something like that? Well, because they do. Yeah, but why? What's the point? Well, then there's no answer, because it's a stupid argument to begin with. It's like, just look at every other planet. And here's the thing. I actually would love to get an expensive telescope, because I have one, and show some of these guys some of the other planets through the telescope. Like, okay, fake images from NASA, this and that. How about you look with your own eyes through the telescope and see that everything is freaking round?
No, that's projected through the dome. It's just a projection.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Because I do know people who say that space isn't even real.
Oh man.
That there's no such thing as space. That space is not real. And I'm just like, and I had
See,
I
those
was on Sav's panel and I had COVID and I couldn't sleep. So he was on at like 1 a.m. So I went on there and I won't say his name, but he came on and I know he's a big flat earther and says that space doesn't exist. And finally, after like an hour, I went right to the microphone. I'm like, space exists. It exists. Space is real. Okay, I'm done. I just had to get that out.
Well, and this is another thing too that comes back to like, because I got I don't remember who it was. It was a while ago, but I got in an argument with somebody where they said something and I said read a book, and I should have chosen my words more carefully because I understand that when you say that, it's usually taken as like an insult, like you're so stupid, you need to go read a book or whatever. But the point I was trying to make is like, if you read the oldest book there is, the Bible, whatever, they talk about the skies, the birds, all of these things. Like, so you're telling me that 5,000 years ago, they had the technology to build this dome and project this fake sky that these people are writing these poems and these stories about? Like, come on, it's not something new. Like, read a book. See,
but then they also say that the Bible says the earth is flat because of the 4 pillars of the earth or the 4 corners of the earth. And this, but when you look at it, it's a compass, like you got north, south, east, and west. So yeah, you'd have the corners when you draw it.
Yeah.
And also Vestige, I don't know. I have not spoken to her. She has never gotten back to me. So I don't know. I can't really answer that. Anyway, I have to go off camera now because I actually have to, start doing my real job.
Well, that's fine. We've been on here 4 hours, so I'm about to wrap it up now anyway.
Wrap it up. Okay, I'll say until you wrap it up.
Are you sure we don't want to give the frauditors an example of what a real job is? I mean,
oh yeah. Actually, what you do.
This is real auditing. Like, yes, I'll take my camera and I'll show like what I really do, like for real auditing. Like, you just take the thing and you just scan it, and
beep,
yeah, beep. Yep, that's
maybe
real auditing.
Rogue Nation could learn something. He could be a little more learned.
A little more learned.
Learned. Get some education. All right.
Education.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to premiere my next Hezokuai Rants video at 11. So I'm going to wrap this up now. If anyone in the chat or anyone here wants to join me, I'll be premiering that. That's like 10 minutes from now.
I'll be there.
Wrap it up. Say your goodbyes.
Good to see everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Hez, we will definitely exchange emails and figure out collaborations and what to do because I'm super stoked about that. Definitely want to do that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for joining me. Anytime, you ever want to know, just let me know.
Absolutely.
Great having you here. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. Hey, yeah, guys. And follow me anytime. And I'm not chopped liver. And you can email me too. But okay. Bye.
Jerry, she's cuter than you. No, I know. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. And I got to talk to you about the Discord thing anyway.
Yeah, we got to talk about a lot of things, Hez.
Uh-oh. I hurt his feelings again. Oh, look at her. She's still listening. She's like, what the hell? All right, Jerry. Thanks for being up here as always. Great to have you.
Love you guys. Love you guys. Happy weekend. I hope everybody has a great weekend. You guys, I love everybody here. Even
love you
guys
guys so much.
Out, but I'll never love a frauditor. I hate frauditors. I hate you guys forever.
Speaking of which, since I'm gonna premiere the video next, let me go ahead and set that up real quick so I could drop a link to it in the chat if anyone wants to check it out. This is my Hezokuai Rants Part 5. This one's about ID refusal. It'll take, if you guys want to talk for a second while I'm setting that up, actually.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Spontaneous combustion is neither spontaneous nor combustion. Discuss.
Holy shit, I didn't even know that.
There you go. Oh, man.
New every day.
Coffee talk with Linda.
The best was when Barbara actually showed up to Coffee Talk, Barbara Streisand. That was a classic moment in live TV history. Oh, man. All right. So let's see. We got the premiere set up. for 11 o'clock. Save, and then I'll throw the link in the chat, and then I'll let you guys go for the day. See, my computer doesn't always cooperate with me. I'm sorry.
Don't let me go. I don't know where to go. I don't have a place to be.
Go to my Premiere.
I need a place to go. I need structure. I need rules.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
I need an adult now, please. All right. So, this is. Let me set it. Get the Premiere. Here we go. Dang damn it. Come on, computer. Here we go. All right. This is the link to my Hezokuai Rants video. It's going to premiere in 5 minutes. Hopefully, I'll see some of you guys there. Love you guys. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you guys again for being on the panel. Bye. Oh, wait. I got to always end with my Elvis.
Oh, wait. Get your gnome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Suka. All right.